Spoon 107.5 FM. New, urban, ethical, authentic, sports, entertainment, something for the old, something for the new, something for everybody in between. We leave nothing untouched. We are Spoon 107.5 FM. From the top of Wologisi to the beaches of Maryland, we cover Liberia like nobody else does. This is Spoon 107.5 FM.
From the CEO stand with the spoon, and your boy right in the South and man, James on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you ain't know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, my brother, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Fonjama, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat cake, my grandchildren, my brother, to spoon. You got a Spoon TV, you got a Spoon Radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You want to get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba. What I want? Yes, when you back today. Spoon TV. Yes, when you back today. Spoon TV. Spoon Spoon entertainment.
A special one from the CEO stand with the spoon, and your boy right in the South and man, James on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you ain't know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, my brother, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Fonjama, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If If you eat cake back, crunchy like my brother Tuto Spoon. You got a Spoon TV, you got a Spoon Radio, Tuto Spoon. Yeah, Tuto Spoon. You want to get the news update, Tuto Spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, when you back today. Spoon TV. Yes, when you back today. Spoon TV. Spoon Balabadeba. Skidibidi Dabado. Spoon TV. Spoon Entertainment. Kua. Let's say Kua, come to there. Kua, come to there. To the spoon. Yes, I never make sure. To the spoon Entertainment. Kua. Let's say Kua, come to there. Kua, come to there. To the spoon. Yes, I never make sure. To the spoon Entertainment. Kua. Let's say Kua, come to there. Kua, come to there. To the spoon. Yes, I never make sure. To the spoon Entertainment.
So definitely it's a very, very long weekend. Taking into consideration, yesterday, Friday, was Liberia's 177th independence celebration. Hence, offices were closed by a proclamation from His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, which is a constitutional holiday as well. So people just been relaxing, flexing, enjoying. And Monday is definitely going to be a lazy Monday because having enjoyed the long weekend, being off since Friday, and then you have to return to work on Monday. A lot of folks will, in a very laggy kind of fashion, go to work on Monday. But Mondays anyway, people don't like Mondays anyway. Pleasant night to you, wherever it is you listening to us from. This is Liberia's #1 talk show. This is the Spoon Talk, beaming live on Spoon 107.5 FM, Fabric 101.1 FM, and a host of other stations, relaying us all across Liberia. We're also live on our Facebook TV channels, Spoon TV, Super TV, and Fabric TV, as well as on YouTube via Spoon Talk. My name is Damas Langa. I'm producing tonight. The rest of the panelists are definitely going to join the show later on as we progress on. You can be guaranteed that it is going to be fiery, informative, as well as providing you with a lot of education and humor. Last night, the show was an interesting one, but my takeaway was when 3 hours, 35 minutes in the show yesterday, when Mommy went all out on Samuel Jackson, our own uncle and grandfather. He said, the boy can lie. Hey, Mommy can lie. Look, he lie. And these are the moments, apart from all of the seriousness on the show, the humor, the fun. And at the end of the day, they all do go at each other, but it's always nice. Isaac will go at Mommy will go at Isaac, and the rest of that, Steve will go at Samuel Jackson, CEO will go at everybody. But at the end of the day, Liberia is all we have, and it's always good to be here doing the Liberian people's business. So yesterday, you didn't have the chance to call on the show. I know I went home to an array of missed calls and text messages. People wanted to weigh in on what the national orator said on yesterday. Look, I went home, I took my time, and I decided to count. Sometimes we do things. I decided to count the number of sentences within her speech. And it's approximately 275 to 277 sentences in that speech. And someone also made the same, observation and put that analysis on Facebook. And out of the 275 to 277 sentences contained in her oration speech, only five of those sentences were about the United States of America. And only those 5 sentences, which makes up about 1.85 of the percent of the entire speech. And that was the main focus yesterday. Well, she also granted an interview to EOBC, the national broadcaster today, and Dr. Robtel Pele says she remains unapologetic. What she said were her words, and she stands by her words. And that's that. The governor of Liberia also issued a statement. And in that statement, which I'm paraphrasing, the government said the orator is a private citizen. Her freedom of speech is guaranteed under the Constitution. What she said represents her. And at the end of the day, the celebration and the occasion yesterday was a successful one. And they thanked everybody, including our partners, inclusive of the US, of attending the program on yesterday. So at the end of the day, that is that. Whether there will be more repercussions, as others have said it will be, and all of those things. We want to get your views on that as well. But before I go to the phone lines, a lot of things happening in the country as well. But let me say hi to those of you. I've already spoken to those of you listening all across the country. So to John Tokpa, who, according to our switchboard here, is the first comment. John Tokpa is watching us from his AB Torbert residence. Hope you're doing great. Samson La Vista Yanti is following us from Unification City in Lower Margibi County. Hope you're doing fine. Hashmin Fambule, hope you're doing great as well. Thank you for watching. Othello Kuhn says, good evening, Spoon family. Daniel Tente says, I'm following the conversation from a sick bed in Thinkers Village. Wish you a speedy recovery, Daniel. Prince Jokolo says, good evening, Spoon family. I'm following from Jacob Town, St. Francis. Pleasant night to you. Solomon T. Asumana is watching us from Cardwell, district number 11, Monserrado County. Memunia Sa is watching us from New Jersey via YouTube. Hope you're doing great. Samuel Alpha says, I'm waiting for the latest. You always do get the latest here. Ishmael Kaki Brisbane is watching us from Painesville City, outside the nation's capital. Hope you're doing good as well, Ishmael. Vama M. Lole is watching us from Accra, Ghana. Vama Etisen. Levi S. Gay is following us from Margibi County. John Molu is watching us from Freeport. Gertrude Kweyeti says, hi everybody. Hi Gertrude. Mommy Esther Tapi Moore says, hi Spoon family. Hi. Seku Donzo says, I'm here again, my Spoon family. Yes, we here again for another day. Sam Podio Johnson is watching from his residence in River G County. Hope you're doing great there in southeastern Liberia. The reigning champions in the football category of the National County Sports Meet, River G County. Willette B. Morris is watching us from Texas, the Lone Star State. Hope you're doing great. Dwyer Myers Nyemo is watching us from Kampala, there in Uganda. All right, so Seku Donzo is watching us from Adelaide in South Australia. Hope you're doing great. E. Prosper W. Quay is watching us from Zweju, Grand Jita County. And I've got my Grand Jita County top one as well. Hope you're doing great, my brother. Goma Kamara is watching us from Philly. Yeah. The US people in the building via YouTube. All right. So Miata W. Sharif is watching us from Stephen Torbert Estate, Liberia represented here as well. David Carr is watching us from Painesville. Yankin Zulu Barkley is watching us from Upper Darby, Philadelphia. Anointed Prince D. Dolo says hi. Hawa May Titome. Totime is watching us as well. James Jala is right here. Habaku Joke is also watching us via YouTube. Sompon Tape is watching us from along the RRA highway. Famata Gay, hope you're doing great. And the list is endless. So everybody else watching will say hi to you as well. Bego Rense, hope you're doing great. Boaka Passaway, Vita Peabody, Augustine Gate, Vita Peabody is watching us from New York City. Wilmot Love, Maryland Wilson is watching us as well. And the rest, George Bondo, hope you're doing great as well. Gemu Bawu, they won't choke me. I have to go at it again. Yeah. Let me see if I can go at it again one more time. What in the again, sir? A loss. Not my fault. Sweet relief. All right, but hope you're doing great as well. All right, so we'll go to the phone lines for you to give us your take on the orator's speech yesterday. She said a lot of other things, but what was the highlight? Was what she said about Liberia's special relationship with the U.S. And that was what was being run with all across. But she did say a lot of other things like ending harmonization, talking about the increments in the minimum wage from $143 to $250, that legislators should cut their benefits and salaries. They should look at the yellow machine contract that the government is negotiating, that the president should be focused on a set agenda, few achievable set agendas, that can cement his legacy. She talked about the expectations in the country being high prior to the election of President Boyka, and now the morale being low. She called on him not to disappoint. She said a lot of other things. She called on Liberians, home and abroad, to invest in the social economic sector of our country, that we should invest, we should restore our dignity, we should reimagine Liberia, and a lot of other things. What's your take on the overall? Liberians want to give their views. We'll also give you a brief update on the stone, the gem that was found in Nimba, the stories surrounding this gem as well, and what we have as update we share with you on the show, plus a host of other things. But let's go to the phone lines for you to tell us what's on your mind. Key point, the oratory yesterday from Dr. Raptel Pili. 0777-771075, 0555-101075. Those are the numbers to call. 1 minute per caller, and go straight to the point, please. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello, you got me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, this is Darren now calling from Flower Star.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much for your talking point. You see, I think what the orator was speaking about was my brother. If you love somebody so much, you give your whole self, and the person is paying less attention to you, small little attention to you. It hurts a lot. It's what happened to us. The help that America is giving to country guy around us yet. America is not paying attention to us, and we kill ourselves for America. How many direct session has in that we here? All those money, the donation is talking about. The same people behind it, that money is that 10 million, maybe that just in the 4 million that will benefit from it. We know our people are corrupt, but the same people behind that money will go right back to them in that place. So America is not treating us fair. Let's be realistic. We should beat around the bush. And the who walked out of that meeting, it was attack on democracy. You don't do that. Complete attack. So we need to talk on our right.
The Americans defended their the affair by saying it's freedom of speech to say what you want to say. Is also their right to listen and not to listen. So they exercised the option of not listening. Staying there could have meant they are in agreement.
You don't want to listen to freedom of speech.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you there. 0777-771075, 555-101075. The Americans have said they've invested annually in Liberia a sum of $163 million, and hence they have been giving to Liberia more than Liberia has given to them. So the argument is now, what's your take on all of this? Hello? Hello?
Yes. Good evening.
You live. Kindly reduce the volume of the radio or whatever device you're using to listen. The feedback is a bit terrible. Please go ahead.
Sorry.
No problem, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. My name is Darius Pawan, and I come from Bush Island.
You're welcome, Darius. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I will start firstly with the decision of the American delegation to walk out of the Independence Day celebration. I think it created some level of takeaway from their tolerance to democratic values. First of all, Dr. Pili is an activist. So I think they read her profile and they listen to her profile, they knew the kind of person she is. It is activism that gives America some urge when it comes to the public governance in the world today.
one of the world's greatest activists, the civil rights leader, okay, he calls America to be kind of society that has the edge for a black man to become president in America.
Okay. So what's your take on what she said? Because we have to move to other callers as well.
Okay, so we are telling the Americans that, they didn't treat us well. Our president was in a meeting and they walked away. I think he deserves an apology for that. So the Taylor was very right, and she spoke of mine.
Okay.
Democracy.
All right, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's take another person here. At least we have to get as many callers as possible. Let's take this person here. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Let's hear you out, please.
Okay, yeah, my name is Kamara, calling from Congo Town. All right. With respect to the message yesterday from the auditor, the American embassy reacted by declining their sachet affair. I mean, this was the way to express own freedom of speech by walking out of the program. So I think if that is the case, America should also accept our own way as Liberians through the auditor. That's the way we think we can express our message to the Liberians through our editor. If America got any problem with that, I mean, we are nation by ourselves. We got leadership. We got president.
Okay.
If our hello.
Yes, sir.
1 minute. Yeah. If our government has any problem with this, that maybe our Liberian government should extend apology to the American government. I think that should be done between the president of Liberia and that of the embassy or the president of America. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take this next person. 0777-77-1075, 0555-101075. Aside what the orator said about the United States and Liberia's relationship, she said a host of other things. And what's your take on the overall speech delivered by Dr. Ruptel Pele? She has said she remains by her words. She's unapologetic. She also confirmed in that interview with ERBC today that she didn't give her speech to anyone for prior proofreading. Her words are her words, and she's a private citizen. The government of Liberia also issued a statement saying that indeed, yes, she's a private citizen. This is the statement issued by the government of Liberia, by the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism. Let's take this person here. Hello.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Pleasant night to you, sir. I mean, you stay in your 20s, because you're giving me afternoon time a day.
I tell you, my brother, it's not easy.
Yeah, yesterday, enter your today, eh?
There's something special coming from the old road.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, my brother, we don't owe America any apology. What the lady said yesterday is just what is happening. Fast have been here. See, all the years Fast have been here. Since they all produced one raw bucket. We take the raw for here, carry and fix tire, burn it, fast soon. In America, we have done a whole lot for America. America has not done nothing for us.
What are some of the things that Liberia has done for America? If you want to just list two.
Liberia, they come here, the iron ore, they take it from here. They have to do the iron ore. The raw take it from here. Okay? A lot of things that America is taking all these things that they say they colonize us. These they don't colonize us, but they get more than what we're getting from them. So what kind of apology will get? What are they saying? That it's just the fact that they were saying that was heck up. She had to walk all of the program yesterday.
But can I ask you a question quick? The Americans have said that they gave our country $163 million annually. And have you questioned where is that money going to? Are you more concerned about American presence in Liberia? Are you not feeling as you think you should?
America sent us down. They sent someone behind it to make sure to get it off.
Okay, sir. So you of the opinion that America is taking more from Liberia than they giving to us?
That's the truth.
Yeah. All right, sir. Thank you. Okay, so let's take this next person here. Hello.
Good evening, Nelson.
Diamond, this is Diamond Nelson. So enjoying yourself.
Sorry, Diamond. 3 months when it says move.
Okay, no problem. What's good? What's on your mind?
Hello?
Yes, sir, you're live.
Yeah, okay, this is Joseph Blake. Diamond, I don't understand why we will even be calling on the orator to apologize. I don't see the essence of that. This is a free state, right? And whatever perceived to be the reality or her reality, that's what she said. And are there some factual statements within her speech? Yes, I agree. I agree that America is benefiting, and whatever America gives to Liberia is of America's own interest, like she said. She said whatever America gives to us, America's interest is paramount. It is the most important thing that people are trying to overlook. Yes, indeed, America gave Liberia the sum that she gave to Liberia, but we know what is the underlying cause on that. So we shouldn't play a blind eye here and make it seem as if America is the one that is giving us everything that we want in Liberia. And look at what America is doing. How many times do Liberians go to the American embassy and get visa? Right? And even if they are getting us visa, now they don't even get more than a year visa. If America is our closest ally, we want to claim, why do they treat us like a third world country? They don't treat us as allies. They don't even treat us as people that deserve to be called friends. Look at the embassy that America put down here. And like the other caller who just left the line, how long has Firestone been in this country? It took Madame Salif. To insist that Firestone should change the housing unit. My father with Firestone.
Can I ask you a question, sir? 1 minute before you leave the line. What she said, has it now reignited the spirit of reimagining our relationship? You've said all of this, but are you also looking at it from the angle of the Liberian government and our officials as well? You're talking about visa, the stay, the number of years. Shouldn't that be something that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and our diplomats should be engaging the American government in that direction as to if we have a special relationship, why is it this way? You talk about Firestone and Madame Sirleaf asserting her leadership authority for things to change. Don't you think that that is a clear indication that if our leaders are serious about having a mutually beneficial relationship with the United States of America, they should be pushing Liberian interests as well?
I agree with you 100%. It's like you just laid out the right way it's supposed to be. It should be a kind of a vice versa relationship where leaders also need to muster the courage to seek Liberian interest. Right, but guess what, Nelson? This is it.
Okay.
When you go to the dialogue table, right, or the negotiation table, there is always this imbalance, and the imbalance comes with the authority or as to who has the greater strength. And you can never go to a negotiation table with America and you try to be equal with them. That is not possible. So even though your leaders,
all right, sir. So it's interesting, but I have to let you go at this moment so that we can take other calls. But thank you,
brother. Thank you.
All right. So sorry about that, but we have to take other callers. Hello. Hello to you. We take 2 more callers and then we move to the WhatsApp line. Hello.
Hello.
You live, sir. Go ahead, please.
Marshall,
You're welcome, Marshall. Please go ahead.
All the say is that everything was trying to like go up here. First of all, Americans talk about democracies, and a democracy ruling the world according to them. So they have no right. That woman, first of all, our American president is coming. Woman who walk out, she will be sacked because according to American, the democracy should rule the world. And what the woman was saying yesterday, it made sense. The people saw this country before. According to history and report deployed Robert International Airport and 3 years, they said Adolfo Islam had to bomb Liberia. So for that reason, the whole country, because the story was almost Liberia, Libya. So those things are all happening. The people saw We are blessed by God that it never happened to us. So what the woman said yesterday is nothing but the truth. No, nothing to say that apologies, but American government is able to record that woman for her post because she went against the rule of the American people yesterday.
All right, sir. All right, thank you. All right, so we have to leave it at that for local calls. And let's move to the WhatsApp line for a minute or two and take callers. So the number pinned on the screen is the WhatsApp number. We'll get back to the local numbers. We'll take as many calls as possible. But let's move to the WhatsApp number. The WhatsApp number pinned on the screen. You can kindly call that number and let's hear from you. It's not just about the part that talks about the United States of America, but the other good things she said in her oration speech as well. The number is on the screen, so you can call that number quickly. I see somebody is calling directly. Let's see if we can talk to that person. Hello. Okay, so the WhatsApp number is on the screen. You can call and let's hear from you. In between time, let's see if we can be taking local calls as well as we take calls on the WhatsApp number. Hello.
Good evening, Damo.
Pleasant night to you, sir. Let's hear you out, please.
Hello.
You live. Please go ahead.
Okay, so I'm Claudius and I join you from the city of Kingsville. And I must say, we Liberians, we should stop behaving like the woman and the children are in the home and see that they do not provide anything to the home. And so they have us are being swept under the carpet. I say this to say that Liberia, we should believe that I also agree with the orator and I support her speech. I must appreciate her for a very decent speech. Her speech set us and set our government to the point that they have to reflect and think on how they run the country. We believe, and I believe, like she said, America is getting more than what she's giving. I heard someone saying America contribute annually 160 some more million to Liberia, but I believe America doesn't give anything out free. So I don't know why people criticizing, people critiquing, and people want to turn the whole orator speech on the Independence Day as a politics. So not everything in Liberia should be politics. The woman spoke of man, she spoke across all length and breadth of our issues in Liberia.
Okay.
She spoke of the 15 countries, she spoke across the 3 branches of government, she even touched we the commoners. So I don't know why people keep saying that she disrespected America. America always spoke into people's issues. America speaks of democracy. America is new in the war as a part of democracy. So people should be able to express a free will to America when America is doing wrong or when someone doesn't see things about America.
Sir. All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your input. Let's take this person here. Hello.
Thank you very much for taking my call.
I'm doing fine, sir. Let's hear you out, please.
Good. My name is Lake. You know, I got so mad with Sam P yesterday on the platform. Samuel Jackson, that we will know when Sam P, that is his name. So
call again. You say what?
His name is Sam P. We will know him. We don't call him Jackson, we call him Sam P.
Okay, all right. Sam P. All right.
Let me tell you, this controversial speech was given in 1968 by William Momodu, who became director for MCSS school system. This same speech was given by Dr. Edward Bian Kesselly in 1973 when he got a PhD here. He went to Liberia. He criticized the Americans. So we shouldn't make it look like this is the first time it happening. Nobody can tell orator what to go say on stage. If you call me what as an orator, I got more history. Even though I don't hold a degree. But I know the history of Liberia. The man who really surprised me, who was teaching the Latino school yesterday, was Sam P. He knows this thing there. He came on the platform and he changed his tone. This is not a price tag. Momodu said it in 1968. Bian Kesselly said it in 1973. But you know the lady, now let me tell you the history of this country. That woman got a Spanish background. The real hard American people, what they will do, we who the foreign people will not do it. I want you to walk up. The second thing is, you say they don't get you a visa. The reason why America don't get visa, too many visas to Liberia is because Liberia don't have the manpower needs. In the time before the war, Liberia was the second country getting more visa than Egypt was the first. Because the manpower needs were in Liberia. It's no longer there. And then when you want to those are cherish, I don't know you. You people are well spoken. People are well spoken. You get for application of visa for order. They don't even know what they're writing.
Okay, sir. So you say SMP should have done better.
SMP should have done better to explain the story to the Liberian people.
All right.
Start talking about socialism, this and that.
All right, sir.
And let me tell you, SMP that were classed in our country are socialists. The how you Regina Thompson and you so called Barack Martina.
All right, sir. Thank you.
These are socialists. Thank you. Okay.
Boom burger.
How you doing?
Yeah, all right.
We're good, Damo. We are very good.
Okay.
Things couldn't fall apart today. Everything was on course.
All right.
And we implemented well.
Okay, I understand.
So in the course of the people, the struggle continues.
The struggle continues.
Yes.
Yeah, but then SMP.
Yeah, like hey, people just get very with Uncle Sam though. I mean, getting very with Uncle Sam for why? Everybody got to see you. Huh?
You saw the clip I sent you?
No, I didn't see you. You sent me clip?
I sent you a clip.
So you played it?
You want me to play? I can play, but I have to then.
Aliyah, can you close that door for me, please? Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let me see if I can find it. But how are people doing? I mean, how are people doing today?
Yeah, people still, bulk of them still in the festive mood.
After when they say celebration, who want to come to America? Who want to stay? I said people, they want to come to America or they want to say America not treating all right. Which one?
No, that one. They were talking.
Yeah.
That because the man who made plan, you can leave for money for the church.
America, or they say America not treating all right. Let's ask them. Which one, brother? What's the position, Dama? You want to come, or you say the country not treating you right? What brother you want, though? No, seriously, we have to ask this question.
See, you already know the answer.
No, but we got to ask them. You know, we're going to be taking the light today. Today is Saturday. And, you know, the weather is cool. Look at the other piggy. You see the other Nelson piggy? The piggy that crow. He intentionally missed his flight to stay back in Ghana. You know what he said? Fine. He said he missed his flight. He intentionally missed his flight to stay back in Ghana. Hey, Nelson.
And now second, he have a fly. I think on Monday. I think he have flights on Monday.
So you see, the man that have not traveled all this year, send him man boy, send Charlie Quintan. Today he's saying, "Oh, I missed my flight." So what am I do?
They just have to pay, I think 160 or whatever it is to.
Who will pay? The man is a display in Ghana.
Nelson can be left alone. You know, Nelson has got a huge following. Our viewers, our listeners. You know, Nelson can be displaced.
Nelson will come. Let him tell the people how you tell. Okay, so Nelson, come on. Let him come and tell the people how you miss his flight.
The man overslept.
Yeah.
The man overslept.
No, the man say he missed his flight though.
You bringing it on? Paul Colette. Too short.
Will you please give us a chance today for us to speak on Orator speak yesterday, because some of our Liberians.
So yeah, we'll open the full line, and Damon did a few minutes ago. Everybody will give their reaction to the speech, correct? We said that we're going to do that.
Yeah, his telephone number is not on WhatsApp. The number he gave is not working. We that living abroad, can't get it.
Which number not working now?
The number on WhatsApp, I made a mistake earlier.
Wait, we'll put it Number, okay.
Yeah.
Everything. Everybody will be able to call. Everybody got to respond to this orator speech yesterday. Okay. Thank you very much, my friend.
Good man. Thank you, man.
All right. So the suggestion is well taken, and today Friday we can invite the crowd to come on to and talk to us. Everybody will be able to come on and say the 2 cents. I want to say thank you. This is the Spoon Talk. Man, the weather is good, and they're having this big program in Delaware, dude. The Iron Barrel game. And folks, you hear that Nelson say he missed his fly. We want to call Nelson on. Maybe somebody get. You say how much to reprint a ticket? 160.
Yeah, that's what I paid. Thing. The last time I missed a flight to Kenya, I paid.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not going to pay for Nelson to get new ticket. And it's up to Nelson. He will stay there, and the people they'll put him in jail. Today is Saturday. Yes. Yeah, the Madrid Nelson. Get up in the morning and go catch your flight. You say you missed your flight. You think, well, we're picking money for the tree? I beg you.
The time difference. The time difference had an effect on him.
Listen, I'm done with that picking. I want Jerry Rowland to arrest him. I'm done with him.
The man got 2 beds. When Nelson will sleep on one bed before he wakes up to sleep on the other bed. So in between time, he missed his flight. You know. But Nelson will kind of like, bro. Nelson can be talking in Ghana. Well, not it can happen, sir. The man just want to enjoy at least one more week.
Yeah, but that's not the thing. You can't enjoy one. But call him. Is he coming home or they're kicking out of the hotel? I think they're kicking out of the hotel though. Is he say coming home?
Let me see if I can get him on. I can keep my own ball out of hotel now for what? What?
No, but are you the cause? That you said the man, are you the cause? So now the man is stranded. I ain't got money to send to Nelson, man. Y'all leave me alone. I let the man be there. You better start collecting susu for the man. Let the man be there.
It's ringing though. Let me see if you answer. Okay, so probably he's on the line with you because it's not going through.
He texted me.
Yeah. Philip, but I no more refugee camp. So right now, you can go to refugee camp. No more refugee camp.
He texted me, and this is serious. The picking misses. I think he did it intentionally. I do believe that it was done intentionally, though.
Why you think so?
I mean, you know how it is to be all of the country say, "I'm not born you," and you get first exposure, man. Come on.
Hey, you're gonna go spend 2 days.
You want me to put a cash out for him? I will not do it till he come on the show. Maybe the man on the street though. Who paid for his hotel? Can somebody call Nelson and solve this problem because I'm getting seriously concerned?
Yeah, but I call him, man.
I'm calling him too.
Then when I heard the man spent $50 to put his number on roaming because he needed to have data to do the work, you know. Yeah. And going to get a different SIM card and all of those things. So I advised him to get the roaming and the man spent $50. So just for 2 days. I said no.
Remind me of James when James went to Europe and they ate, you know, at the restaurant and they said, oh, it was $93. James said, what? They said $93. James said, no, I didn't eat that much food. They said, yes, it's $93. It was just breakfast. Just breakfast.
You see, I told you nothing can be on the street. Yeah, somebody else said the man should go to the East Legon.
Yeah, but according he's not answering. We got to look at Nelson. This is serious. We got to know the status of Gregory Coleman, Nelson thing. I mean, somebody say he doesn't have data. So it's true. Maybe there's no data. So we have to do something.
The man got rooming. The phone ringing. The man got rooming. What? Nelson from his phone that way. You can't tell me that Nelson will be stranded in Ghana. He can't happy. Now the man want one more week to just enjoy himself. You know, Nelson
why he couldn't ask? Why he couldn't ask? Man, Nelson holding our show. Can you share the link? Let people come talk about Nelson. If you're in Ghana and you're following us, please call Nelson. He's stranded. He got no place to stay. He missed his flat. So, you know, you got to check out of the hotel now, right, Damo? Before going to the airport. So he already checked out of the hotel. So the issue is that he checked out of the hotel. He can't come back.
Nelson.
Man, no, send a link to him. Let the man come on. Don't talk on the line.
You hear me?
I mean, what is he saying? Nobody hearing that thing that man say. Let him come on.
I sent him a link.
I mean, you left Liberia to go to, hey, man. Echo. Yeah, man. They thinking here, man. You know, we try our best, man. They picking it like in Liberia, they can try. Come on, folks. Nelson is in Ghana display. We need to send the bus for him. That the bus that brought the refugee by, right?
And I didn't want you to do on the LRC story.
The man I tell you to LRC, man. That was your bad, man. Folks, we got a situation. Nelson is stuck. We got a situation. Nelson is.
But I just spoke to the man. He sounded like he was outside, and I was hearing, you know.
He outside. He can't go back in the hotel. What do you mean? He sounded like you got to check out from the hotel, right? Then you go to the airport because you're not coming back. So that's a fact. He's outside. I mean, this is not a joke. This board is stranded. This is not a joke. It's a SOS call. That Gregor Coleman took our reporter in Ghana and left him there. We can make a case on that.
See you are coming. Let me come aboard.
This is not a joke, but folks, we want to announce to you that it's a program that will be coming up August 24th. The Fulani program, August 24th. They got a program coming up. We want to announce real quick. There you have it. And we're going to be having a wonderful show today. This is the program. Fula in Liberia and in the diaspora in collaboration with the Fula Progressive Union. We want to give this announcement. The Fula Progressive Union National Recognition Awareness, the Fula community in Liberia and the diaspora in collaboration with the Fula Progressive Union call for an end of discrimination, the promotion of unity and inclusion by officially recognizing Liberian Fula as one of the tribes of the Republic of Liberia. This is the announcement from the the Fula Progressive Union. They are saying Liberia Fula as one of the tribe of the Republic of Liberia come August 24th, 2024. They will be live on Spoon Network and TV. They want you to join them. They say, please join us in unity for this awareness campaign and our effort towards national inclusion and harmony. Now, this is big. The Fula people say, we want you to recognize us. We want to be having an additional tribe. They call it the Fula tribe as one of the tribes of the Republic of Liberia. They are giving this announcement and they are informing every one of you August 24th, 2024, by God's grace, they will be here on Spoon. Again, Fula in Liberia and in the diaspora in collaboration with Fula Progressive Union. Now, this is big. I want to call some of the members that send this thing to me just to hear them. What are they coming to say? But as you can see, folks, the Fula people saying that they will be having a big program here on Spoon Network and Spoon TV, a very big program, telling the government of Liberia, telling the people of Liberia that they want to be recognized. say Fula tribe. So where you get Crew, Basso, Grebo, Mende, Bandi, Kram, Mandingo, Gio, Mano, Kisi, Loma, Pere, De, Gola. They want to have the tribe that say Fula tribe. Now, I want to ask every one of you, your own take on this Fula tribe. I want to ask you guys, I really do, your take on the Fula tribe. And this is big. This is huge. They are saying they want to have their own tribe. They want you to recognize them. They want the government to recognize them. And again, as we go on, I will call Alpha Jau Ba. Mr. Ba, he will come and give us a little as to what we intend to receive on August 24th from the Fulani. Now, maybe you got Fula friend. Maybe some of your Fula friend named Ba. Some of them named So. Some of them, you got all the names, Sharif and all the names. They are saying that they want to be recognized. I want to hear from you, where are we with this thing? But before we do that, I see Nelson Collet, the man that is displaced, the man that is have no home. Nelson, I see that you are very displaced. What happened? What's the story? Why are you staying in Ghana?
So I had some issues, CEO. I missed my flight because I mistaken the check-in time, or I'm mistaking the departure time for the check-in time. So when I got there about 15 minutes to
emergency. You just hear the first time they bought travel. You hear what he telling me? The time I said check in the message at the departure time. If can somebody help us here? Hey man.
So CEO, yeah. So it was just somehow why I thought I had much time in my favor, like maybe like 45 minutes, and then I realized that
I can't even take this anymore. So listen, what's your situation like now? So you got Gregory Coleman and the team left already, right?
No, the IG is still there.
You reached out to him already?
Yeah. I think the IG is still here.
You saying that I think? How you living?
See, the IG is still in Ghana. The IG is still in Ghana. Because
somebody got to rescue Nelson. Nelson need to be rescued.
According to the itinerary, there's supposed to be a very important meeting, an official meeting with the government, the Ghanaian government, that of the Liberian National Police, the IG. I understand it was arranged, organized by the.
I understand, but you leaving or you staying? What's the end game? What's the story here?
I'm not leaving, CEO. They all the flights are gone, so I will have to stay.
But Nelson, you can make good out of the situation. You know, you were already promised a Ghanaian vacation after the election, right? And this one was actually a workation. So we can extend you for 1 week. The people love you. They can we can ask them to foot your bill for 1 week. Nice hotel, relax yourself. Even when you want to raise
a cash out for our fans to contribute. He's stuck. He's stuck in Ghana.
Let me spend 1 more week down there. Let me enjoy it. I'll do the work. He can come back after 1 week.
The man went alone.
Yeah, but let me enjoy it. Yeah, 1 week. He can come back and he can pick up from where he left off. Yeah.
Yeah, but my thing is that I don't know. You got to talk to the CEO, man, at TT. The man went on an assignment. He woke up. He looked at the ticket. They said check in. 6 a.m. Departure.
Look, see you.
7
You see the
o'clock.
difference? When the man was in a 5-star hotel, internet wasn't cracking.
So Nelson, where are you currently, Nelson? Where are you right now?
Undisclosed location. You know which part of Ghana here?
So at the moment, I'm not at the hotel yet. I'm not at the hotel. But Damo, you don't help in this situation. You just
I'm helping you. I'm saying, let's turn this into something good. You deserve a break. You're already in Ghana, so let's
I'm kind of confused. This is not right.
Yeah.
This is not right. I beg Nelson, come on and explain the real story. Come on and tell us, because we don't have enough time today. Okay, your internet's not even coming on. Your condition is bad. It's deplorable. It's worse. The Liberian people need to know the status of Nelson Collette. You cannot be in Ghana and you display. The people do not have Bujumbura camp anymore. There is no more refugee camp. You are not at the hotel. And it is painful because guess what? You're on the street right now. You can be kidnapped. You can be arrested. Nelson, are you safe?
They want to understand why I was into the darkness.
They kick him out of the hotel. Fadiga, the people say he missed his flight.
La Fadiga program.
Jacket, I saw one Ghana Jew that keep up in there.
But so what can we do? What can we do right now? Nelson, I mean, how can we help you, Nelson?
Why you eat Jacket?
Because he's not at the hotel.
We can help government when we are station Fadiga, as you said. What can we do?
But at the end of the day, at some point, he must get a ticket to leave. Whether he said that today or next week or 2 weeks.
Which airline he went with?
Kenya.
Which airline?
Yeah, we can do the extension for the man right at Kenya. We can do the extension for the man on Monday.
That's a big airline.
We can do the extension for the man on Monday. Let the man spend 1 week to see you. I'm going to advocate.
No. I'm not going to do that because we have CEO, Madam Titi Kane. I cannot get in trouble with Madam Kane. She will make that decision. But if we can at least generate some money now for him to get money with him, you know, and you can send with him or something, or you yourself can change the ticket, right? But I'm hearing that Gregory Koma is there. Gregory Koma is responsible for our staff.
Yeah, so there you go to Gregory.
Gregory just got operational money, $285,000 US for the month of June, but he just got it on the 8th. And I'm kind of confused with Gregory. So the operation fund for the month of June, though, he got it July 8th. Does that make sense, Damo?
Yeah, probably they might have had vendors who provided services for them in the month of June.
So they got to go now and pay these people back.
Yes.
Then Gregory get $85,000 for intelligent fund. So operation fund is there for intelligent fund. So Gregory got almost $350,000. $350,000 are in Gregory pocket. So Gregory can afford a plane ticket. It's part of the operation fund. Gregory is my man. I got all the documents. The money that Gregory received, the Labrador National Police, now not Gregory Koma. But why? That's Gregory because he's a RG. A lot of money. Let me pose this thing. The show will be interesting today. Again, you know, when I come here, I'm frustrated because, you know, Nelson is in the dark. As you can see, he can't come on. We beg you guys to help. This is very serious. It's not a laughing thing.
No, he said laugh.
No, there's cash out there. Nelson, come on. Anything that people say, let's send it to you right now. You say how much we need? Dama, how much we need?
To extend the ticket, we need 160, 180 thereabouts.
So how long he gonna be there for till Monday?
Yeah, if the CEO does not agree for him to have a little 1 week extension, then we have to get him a ticket.
So he can
Monday.
leave tomorrow. Can he leave tomorrow?
Kenya doesn't fly tomorrow.
Okay.
They come in Monday. Yeah. They come
so it means that you gotta do it for Monday.
Yes.
So you gotta pay for the hotel. You gotta do 2 nights. The hotel gotta be 2 nights. Tonight and tomorrow night. Monday. Can you call him on the phone? Let's finalize this. We gotta go. Nelson, can I eat? Nelson, can I use the bathroom? Nelson, can I do nothing? I'm concerned, folks.
Nelson, you use the bathroom. When you go use the bathroom.
No, you always go to Ghana, Damon. You have to help him.
Yeah, so I'm not saying people getting it wrong. I'm not saying the ticket is 160. He's already got a ticket with Kenya. So
yeah,
because
ticket. Yes.
And he didn't cancel or postpone, so he will pay a total fine of like $160 United States to have the ticket, open for him. The ticket is open for 1 year, I'm told. So you can just give a date that you want to travel, you pay the penalty. That's all. So it's about 160, 200 to pay the penalty, and then fly on your return. That's what I meant. I'm not saying we are buying a ticket.
Oh, so we also got to do the hotel.
Yes, we got to
pay for the hotel.
It's feeding and
the feeding.
Stuff. Yeah.
I mean, we got to bring people on. People got to contribute. But sir, can you share the link? Fatiga, can you send something? Oh God, my man, but I said why you sick. Don't show your leg brace, man. Yeah, the other guy here, he say he won't come blog with
$2,000 that she gave me. When you want me to give her?
Fatiga, put something in cash about.
How much? $2,000 that I get.
Piggy man doing extremely well for us. But Fatiga, seriously, the Piggy man doing extremely well for us. We got to help him. You want him to be stuck up in Ghana?
No, I want to. They may enjoy in Ghana. I mean,
how much is 2,000 Liberty in US, Damo? $10?
Yeah, around $10.
Can you just transfer the $10 to the cash app? We appreciate it.
Mommy, you want to take $2,000? That money that I see.
But you want the Piggy to be stuck in Ghana? The man can't get you internet.
We say our contribution.
Look at the other guy. You go clear with the people.
I will laugh.
But man, if you want me get my less sympathy, just put me off the show.
That thing is fake.
So, Fadiga, that $10 you crying for to get somebody.
Somebody
connected that money to me.
Damo, can you put the other number up because somebody said they won't do Cash App can work from Liberia. Somebody want to help Nelson. So what we're gonna get? What you get? A mobile money?
Yeah, I got a mobile
money. The beginner stranded, right? He want to cover Gregory Coleman, right? He missed his flight this morning. They kick him out of the hotel. Now he can't even know where to stay, nowhere to eat. And I'm calling Gregory Coleman. He's in Ghana currently. He at the airport.
Well, let me call one of my men to pick him up.
To get him where?
He can get a flight. To keep him to your house until tomorrow.
He can't do anything till Monday, but we got to get in touch with Gregory Coleman. We don't know what Gregory doing. He went on an assignment.
But that man will respond. My man will respond. He will come look.
Call your man. Let make sure that we tie everything, and we need a ticket, and we need a sleeping place. And man, hey man, that picking. What kind of country picking is that? You missed your flight.
Oh. Well, no. There are different reasons why people can miss flight. You can't just assume.
I mean, Piggy said he thought that the departure time was a check-in time.
Oh shit! Hey God, you see using divisive words. The U.S. embassy say.
My man, la plan la bread again. So let you embassy. I say, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is very serious. It's making me hard. Let me turn the AC on. This is very, very serious. Nancy is a serious lady today.
Poor Nels.
I can volunteer. I'll find one guarantee for him to host it for the night. About one contribution.
Yeah. So, what are we going to do? Here we are. Nelson is trying to.
I'm volunteering service.
What you will carry him?
I mean, what you want to know?
No, I just want to make sure that he's safe.
Nelson will be fine. Nelson is a big boy.
Yeah, but I mean that's our. But damn, what's the library number? And the people that calling from library.
I'm posting the number. I'm posting the number. That's what I'm typing. So this is the library number.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody say they can find Nelson right now. I should give the number. Somebody say, okay. All right. I'm not gonna call your number up here, but I'm gonna send your number to Nelson. Ladies and gentlemen, all those of you that watch and listen to Spoon, men down, SOS, men down. We need to SOS Nelson. He missed his flight. He walking from Kotoka International Airport. He doesn't know where he is. Men down. Can you show the airport, please? Let's see where Nelson walking from.
Yeah, let me
please take a picture of the airport.
Yeah, let me go and Google the Kotoka.
Hello.
Airport picture.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just sent $25.
Hey man, what's your name?
Moses calling.
Moses, thank you. Let's see how much we can raise and for Nelson to get food to eat. You see, I have not eaten since this morning. Yeah, Moses. Yeah.
My man just got home. What he can do, we can get him Nelson number. He will send his address to Nelson. Nelson take an Uber to his house. He will host him and then take him to the airport tomorrow.
Okay. But we got to change the ticket. You can't go to the airport till Monday.
Oh, okay, Monday. I mean, Sunday, Monday, fine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I will send Nelson number to you. All right. Men down, ladies and gentlemen, men down. Nelson is down.
And luckily in the airport, you can get free internet. So
it's not working. So imagine total darkness. So what we are saying here, folks, we'll get back to the Nelson story. The Cash App up. If you're in Liberia, diamond money, mobile money is up. If you love Nelson, send something. If you think that you don't care about Nelson, it's okay. Still send something. This is the airport in Ghana. Nelson is walking up and down in front of that airport. That person you see right there, that Nelson, as you can see, he's confused. He's laying on the people car and he's talking to somebody. That's Nelson right there. This is bad.
Nelson, not bad, man.
My man, maybe you're not seeing the person in the corner right there. I'm on the phone with Nelson Kotoka. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Mama, how you doing? This is Stanton, though. Can you lower your radio?
All right. I'm sorry. This is Stanton. Yeah, hello?
Yes, ma'am. How can we help you?
Okay, is this the station from
Yes,
US?
this is Stanton, the Spoon Talk.
Oh, okay. CEO, please, I sent $25 for my brother, man.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
My name is Bendu.
Miss Bendu, thank you very much. Yes, Mama. Let's try to see how we can rescue Nelson. We are rescuer. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yeah. So
somebody asked for the Cash App number. Please put the Cash App number there again.
It's right there. It's moving. That is 609 number. Yeah.
Yeah, it's scrolling.
Yeah. So we will come back to this topic, but this is something interesting. Fadigra, the Fula people, they have brought up an organization called Fula Progressive Union. They are calling on the Liberian government that they want to be recognized as a tribe, an additional tribe, of the Republic of Liberia. They will be appearing on Spoon August 24th on Flag Day, and they are expressing themselves that they must be recognized. They are saying folks in Liberia and outside of Liberia, and the Fula Progressive Union. Now, what I'm hearing, these guys are going to launch a political party. What I'm hearing again, this is something that we need to talk about. So I just want you to think on it. I will be calling one of the leaders here today to hear from him. As if you've been following this kind of things in Liberia, and I'm saying this because you got more experience with your age, and you're getting around to know how this thing can start. The Fula people want to be recognized. And again, I mean, we are talking about Nelson. We'll get on Nelson. It's a serious issue that Nelson, I hope, Damo, can you reach out to him? Let's make sure that he's okay, please. Let me hear from you, Fadiga. Seeing this flyer, the Cash App is up. The mobile money is up. Once we get $300 or $500, I will tell you guys. I hope you guys are contributing, please. Fadiga, let's talk about this, though. I know we got plenty of story to talk about today, but the Fula people want to be recognized, Fadiga. This thing, it came to me today. They are very serious. They are speaking to lawmakers. They are speaking to folks in government. I believe they spoke to the vice president. I believe they have contacted the lawyers. They are working with foreign nations. And they say they born the children in Liberia. The children grew up in Liberia, they're working in government, but the discrimination needs to stop. And they are strongly believing that they should be recognized as one of the many tribes.
Stanton, this is a very, very serious issue that requires serious thought process. This is not something that I take lightly. I know a lot about the subregion. I know a lot about the Fulani tribe. There are some things that I might reserve for now. But as a Liberian and someone that has traveled extensively, I would say this. Liberia got too many problems we don't need right now to deal with. The Constitution of Liberia allows people of non-Negro descent to become citizens. There is a pathway to citizenship. You do not just become one of the tribe in a country because you stay long there. I've never seen that happen in any other country, and I will not propose that for Liberia. There are so many reasons why I believe we shouldn't do that. Because of the controversy that we stir, I reserve some of the comments for now until I listen to them. But even me, I've been discriminated upon in Liberia, and we still survive. But I would say this. If you ask me off the top of my head, no.
No what?
No.
We shouldn't recognize them. There shouldn't be an additional tribe?
No, we don't need additional tribe in Liberia. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Let me hold you there. Listen, let me hold you there. Listen, they send a flyer. The one will appear August 24th. Let me hold you there, brother, please, just for a minute. First, again, I see you guys contributing to this Nelson situation. I know the RG is in Ghana. I'm trying to make contact with him. Maybe the RG want to solve this whole thing. But again, thanks for your contribution. Let me bring in my brother. I hope you are well. You will tell your story later, as a but it's good to see you. Also, let me ask you. This is very important.
I didn't finish my statement.
No, I don't want you to go to where you're going. I just want to take a place. No, I know, man. I want us to come to the second phase. Then you will go to where you're going, because you say you don't want it to happen, right? And that's why you said Fadiga.
You left there. You need to put it in context.
Go ahead. I don't want you to say the why, but go ahead. Let me give you the time. Then maybe you'll understand what I'm saying. Go ahead.
I will not go into the detail, but what I'm saying is, and I said earlier, is that Liberia, our constitution allows people of non-Negro descent to become citizens. So there is already a pathway for Fulanis and our other African brothers to become citizens in Liberia. That law is already there. The idea that Fulani should be made part of the tribe in Liberia, it is ludicrous. It is. I've never seen that happen in any other African country, and I wouldn't propose that for Liberia. There are a lot of national security implications. There are a lot of other implications that I really wouldn't want to discuss here, except when it's necessary for me to say it. You are muted, Stenta, we're not hearing you.
Thank you. Those that are born in Liberia, you are saying we should recognize them as citizens, but adding them as a tribe, you disagree?
But even if you are born in Liberia, there are certain pathway to citizenship. The law says both parents have to be citizens, and one person you have to before age 18 you have to go to the court and declare. So there are certain stipulation in the law. It's not automatic that once you are born there you are citizen, but there is a pathway. That's where I'm driving. But there is a pathway to citizenship in Liberia for Fulani. I think there is one Fula lady I heard in the house. So yeah, there has been strife. We got this guy that the president made as some ambassador for something. I can't remember the young guy. So Fula people have made strife, but the notion that somebody had to be a tribe in Liberia that was not among the original tribe is very ludicrous. It would not even pass. I'm waiting to see the lawmaker that will even put that on the floor to make it even anything debatable.
Wow. Oh, but go talk to our Isaac. Let me put this up again. Uncle Sam just joining us. In line with what was read on July 26th, but our sister, Dr. Pali, that's her name, right? I hope I pronounced it right.
Pili. Raptor Pili.
Thank you. So let me put this up again. Fadiga, you coming up straight up. Fula in Liberia and in the diaspora in collaboration with the Fula Progressive Union. National Recognition Awareness. The Fula community, Uncle Sam, in Liberia and the diaspora in collaboration with the Fula Progressive Union call for an end to discrimination. An end to discrimination. The promotion of unity and inclusion by officially recognizing Liberian Fula as one of the tribes of the Republic of Liberia. They will be on Spoon August 24th, 2024, live and on all of the network. They are asking that people join. They said, join us in unity for this awareness campaign and our effort towards national inclusion and harmony. There you have it. As if talk to me, the position my brother Fadiga is taking, what the Fula people want, your take. And again, folks, thank you for contributing. I'm trying to get to Gregory Coleman. It's okay. Nelson is okay. Gregory Coleman is taking care of Nelson, but we'll update you on his status. Asiva, it's good to see you.
Okay, so we must recognize that the Fulanis have established themselves as a significant part of our country at this point. Similarly, the Lebanese, the Indians, and others have established themselves. But the advantage the Fulanis have, they are of Negro descent. We know most of our tribes, if not all of them, migrated from somewhere in probably the 12th and 13th centuries to come to Liberia, probably based on the war, trying seeking better, or living, whatever, all those different reasons. We can bring historians here who can narrate the real stories. And the tribe's establishment back in the day was primarily because those people have been present for centuries. That's one of the main reasons, and they have made Liberia, the space that is Liberia, their domicile. We know a lot of Fulani come from the Futajalon, they come from Guinea. They have been, part of Liberia. I don't know the historic arrival of the Fulanis for that, and we can probably again speak to historians. But they have the right of being Negro, and they can be citizens of Liberia if they follow the laws of Liberia. They are very important in our economics. Even Sam, I know he will probably touch on it in terms of their role in our monetary structure and the framework they have set up. And sometimes some people look at it negatively, sometimes other people look at it positively. Okay, so they are part of our fabric of our society now. But to get tribe level, sometimes it's difficult. So all the Fantigana or other tribes that have concentration in Liberia, seek that tribal status too? I don't know. So I'm more a little ambivalent. I will need to understand some historical perspectives. How long have the Fulanese really been in Liberia, when they migrated, and more details. But I know they are important. It is important that they follow the rules, right? Many of them, I mean, I've been speaking to several young Fulanese who were born in Liberia, but unfortunately, they did not probably go through the process, or their parents, probably because of not understanding our immigration laws, did not gain their citizenship on time. So they have disadvantages. There was even one young Fulani kid who I was friendly with on Facebook. He came as a young lady, right, pretending to be somebody else, and then eventually he later on confessed who he was to me, and I was very disappointed in him. He didn't have to come to lie to say he was some kind of female and pretend over time like he my daughter and all that kind of stuff. But many of my very good friends are Fulani, and I see them as Liberians. But I believe they should go through the immigration process and be a part until we can really get a full understanding of how a tribe becomes part of a nation's, indigenous tribe and that kind of stuff before we can make a decision on that.
But Isaac, the awareness though. Oh, hello.
Yeah, the awareness. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I was saying is that they are not saying we want it today. They are calling on awareness and coming here on August 24th to make themselves very clear. You get what I'm saying? So they've been lobbying though with lawmakers. I know that some of them spoke to Senator Snow, Senator McGill. Amara Corner is informed. The vice president, the delegation met the vice president. I can say that they got lawyers, working on these different things. Let me bring in Uncle Sam. And I want you guys to tie this to the speech.
Just to your point, that's what they should do. That's what they should do. If that's what they want, they should lobby for it. They should reach out to the key power players and make their case. If the body that makes decisions for Liberia, I know that is something that will go to referendum. The lawmakers can just say, make somebody a tribe. But if they lobby properly, it's possible it can be achieved. I just don't understand how a group of people of the same ethnic origin can become a tribe in a nation. And for me, it's something I have to understand fully before I can say yes or no.
Okay, let me bring it. Uncle Sam, you're in Liberia. You have Fulani as your friend. You've been through it all since turbo time, knowing the various steps. And when you talk about a tribe coming to the country, you got history in this business. The Fulani, I will put this up again because they will be coming on Spoon, but I want those of you that just joining us, please follow this program, share it. Uncle Sam, look at this. Fula in Liberia and in the diaspora in collaboration with the Fula Progressive Union. Now, my take on you, I know you're going to explain further. Fula Progressive Union. Are we sensing another political party coming up? Are we talking about walking towards citizenship? Are we talking about adding another tribe, as they're saying they want to bring awareness to? Where are you, Uncle Sam, with the background of knowledge you have in this business? Where are you, sir?
Okay, so Stanton, first of all, we have an organization in Liberia called the ECOWAS Citizens Union, right? Those are Liberian citizens that whose parents or grandparents are born in like Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and what have you. Okay, and I have a lot of my family members belong to that. Okay, the Fulanese have been in Liberia at least for more than half a century in a substantial way. Okay, they're fully integrated into the economy. They are very, very productive. They control a significant slice of the trading economy, and a lot of the real estate now in Central Monrovia are owned by the Fulanese. Okay, they also control the parallel financial structure in the country. You can transfer millions of dollars. In fact, the Fulani exchange bureaus are registered with the central bank. I went there a few times to send money to my son in Ghana. Okay, so look, I think they deserve citizenship. They deserve all of the benefits of citizenship, but I think it's a stretch, and I don't think Liberian people will have an appetite, to grant full tribe status because the emotional investments that Liberians have made into the 16 tribes, the Fulanese have not made that investment. Okay, and they're basically, let's just face it and let's call it for whatever is the historical name. I know I'm going to get browbeaten, but the Fulas are nomads. The Fulas are nomads. They basically in all of the West African, and all over the place. That's who they are. It's just like the Phoenicians or the Lebanese. The Lebanese were traders, okay, and they're all over. And the Lebanese are in Brazil, they're in Mexico, they're all over the place. So, merchant traders and nomads, they tend to move from one place to another, right? So now the fact that they're here and they have put roots here, we should give them all of the benefits of citizenship like they deserve. There should be like no discrimination against them. But I think it'll be a stretch. I don't think there's a political appetite in the country to grant tribal status to the Fulanese. It would just be, in fact, if you wanted to do something like that, you should have granted status to the Fantis who've been here for more than 100 years, who are more integrated into your economy because they control the fishing industry from Cape Mount all over the Grand Cru, and they've been here for 5-6 generations. So it would be unfair to grant tribal status to the Fulanese and not grant the same to other West African tribes that have been here much longer and are much more integrated into the social fabric of the country.
Okay, sir. Thank you again, folks. Welcome to this phone talk. It's good to see you, Glenn, as always. But this thing about the Fulani say the coming year on Spoon, I won't go about the Fadiga because before we come to Glenn, I won't go about the Fadiga. Fadiga, you laid two things out here, but I think our brother Alceva and Uncle Sam said, well, citizenship, we can talk about it, but having a tribe, that's a high hill to climb. Or are you talking about both? No, you disagreeing to both.
No, I did say there is a pathway to citizenship. There are people of non-Negro descent. Yes, of course, there is a clear pathways to citizenship. But tribe, it's not even a conversation that I would even like to entertain at this time. Look, there are so many reasons why. Like I said, I'm dreading not to go into the details. Look, Fulani are the largest tribe in Guinea. They are very large. They are larger than the Mandingo and most other tribes. They are in Nigeria, most African countries, Mali and something. They are traders. But one thing I would say is it's not supposed to be negative, but in a liberal sense, it might be negative. The Fulanese are far more sophisticated than us in a lot of sense. And that has become a problem for a lot of them in Guinea. I'm not saying that's the reason. I know they far from the tribal status. There are certain things that I foresee could happen into Liberia if that happens. What people have been dreading the Lebanese would do, the Fula would do that overnight in a heartbeat. I've studied the Fulani tribe for a long time. They are very decent people. They are open-minded people. But at the same time, the way they conduct themselves, the way they do business, they function like the closest people that I can think about would be the Jewish. They are very, very sophisticated for us. The fact that they control the economy and then the travel status, they do have a competitive advantage already as non-citizens. I think that is as far as we can stretch it. They have the bulk part of the economy. They are doing well in Liberia. There is a pathway to citizenship. They can become citizens if they want. That is how far our generosity can go. But to say that you're going to be, a tribe in Liberia, that would be a disaster for the country. It doesn't benefit Liberia in any way.
I want to hold you though.
I'm trying not to say outweigh the benefits. So let them go through the process.
I'm going to squeeze you. I know you don't want to say it, but I'm going to squeeze you. Let me bring in Glenn first. Glenn, welcome to the show. Let's get into the Fula thing. And folks, those of you that are contributing for Nelson, Gregor Coleman is staying in Ghana. the change on Nelson plane ticket. Some of you have contributed greatly.
Can you bring me update on that, please? What is going on? I don't know. I don't understand what's
going on.
What's
going on? Uncle Sam, Nelson missed his flight back home today. He was leaving Ghana to go back. He thought that the departure time was the check-in time, and he waited the departure time. When he got there, the plane left. And what's happening right now? He was at the airport, but we're trying to get him back in the hotel but I know he reached out to the IG. And, IG was responsible for him and did extremely well for him. But folks decided to contribute. Right now, I can say that in the few minutes we talk about this thing, $361 people raised $361. And we'll send it to him wherever he is that he can.
So for standard, he can go to my cousin's hotel and call my cousin right now and go to the hotel to sleep, and I can call my cousin.
I know. I was told not to push it. I want to hear from him. He was on short.
But I mean, if he wants a hotel to sleep in, he can sleep to my cousin's hotel in Teshin in Guap. Okay. What's the name of the hotel? Said I forgot the name. Said man, but it was it's in Teshin in Guap. It's owned by my cousin Nash.
Is it far from the airport?
20-30 minutes by the
I said I got somebody, one of his friends that will be speaking to Nelson likewise.
But he can go. In fact, it's called Loyalty Hotel. Loyalty Hotel.
Oh, okay. So let's see how it will be. We're trying to get back to Nelson.
No problem.
If Nelson can chill in a hotel, let Nelson take a hotel. He can a hotel opportunity.
Yeah, but I think Gregory Kuma is on top of this. He was just trying to make contact with Gregory, and Gregory Kuma is Gregory laughing. So I'm stand on leader picking alone.
Yeah, but it is open. I have offered it, and if you want it, he can have it. Okay.
Yeah, I can say that we raised $361. Whatever the amount is, I would just send with it to him that he can help himself in a which way. Oh, Glenny, this thing about, and we want to share the link, folks. Come on the show and tell us what you think after Glenny speak. We want you to come on. The Fula people say they want to be recognized, they want to be citizen, and they want to have a tribe. This is about Liberia, right? I want to hear from you that are watching us. Thousands of you out there. If you're on the line, you listen to us by radio, call in. But come on and tell us, what do you think? They will be coming here August 24th, Flag Day, to tell us that we must have our tribe and we want our citizenship. Plenty, talk to us.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Ava. It's good to see you. I sent you a message.
Nice to see you.
Thank God for you. I wanted to come see you today. Thank God for you, Ava. It's good to see you.
Somebody with you again. 2 accidents in 1 month.
Yeah.
No, the first one that the car was by itself. The car was by itself, not in the car.
Yeah. But I think the Fula people deserve the right to be citizens. That's my position. Okay. I think growing up, I grew up with Fula people. My dad had a lot of Fula drivers. I love their food. They've been there. Their descendants there. Some of them, this is the only place they know as home. So I don't see why that should be a problem. I think they should navigate it to the point where they're given the rights to become citizens of Liberia, and they can recognize their tribe. I mean, the discussion is now open for our cultural heritage to advance. So just add this to the debate that's going on now from the 26th oration.
Are you saying that you recognize the tribe?
I will recognize them, and I think we should recognize them. We've lived with Fula people. Why would we want to excuse them from being a part of Liberian heritage?
I'm not saying we should excuse them. We are saying everybody should give their own view. You say you recognize, you will do the citizenship and the tribe thing. Fadiga saying no. All right, Uncle Sam saying something else. As if I'm saying something, I'm not giving my opinion yet. But I can say to you, when I heard this, I reached out to lawmakers. And some lawmaker at the time, it was about citizenship. Now they have added tribe. I think people will want to understand this whole thing. So let's be very clear. All right. At the time, people saying if you want into the Liberian, that Fadiga say, I don't know how Fadiga always say that, but you should be recognized as a Liberian. The Fula people said, listen, When we go to the foreign ministry, it takes forever. They drag us about our passport. They beat on us at immigration. We are not free in Liberia. Our children went to school in Liberia. They were born in Liberia. They received their education in Liberia. They're working in the government, but yet and still we are not free. We want to come and tell our story. All right. So Fadiga, let me come back to you. Now listen that Sis Glennie said, no, I'm okay. Liberians, you need to come on the show. I'm going to bring Mohammed back. They have, what's his position, Fadiga? Mohammed Ba is
investment ambassador or something?
Yeah, the ambassador designated, yes, you're right. I want to bring him on. I want to bring him on.
Can I ask you a question though? I beg you before you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do they want legislation to be, because there's no legislation that recognizes me as a Bassa man. There's nothing in the Constitution. There's nothing in our laws that recognizes me. It's just part of the history and tradition.
Yeah, but you got Bassa.
No. When it comes to the presidency, I believe it recognizes that.
But hold on a second. No, but if you are a natural born Liberian, you are eligible for the presidency.
No.
You are eligible, but you and another citizen cannot be in the same regional area and be president.
No, we're not saying that. We're not saying that. Let's try to understand this. Uncle Sam, you were born to the union of a Bassa mother or a Bassa father.
No, right? I was born. Okay, my mother was Bassa Fanti. My father is fully Bassa.
Okay, so you Bassa man. We consider you that. You can say anything, right? Yeah. My mother is Crew woman from Grand Crew. From Sano, Greenville, right there. My mother. My father from Sano, Lexington, right? So we do agree. Say what you want to say about me. The argument they are making is already there. Crew, that one of the tribe. Bassa, that one of the tribe. Okay? But you don't have Fulani to be one of the tribe.
But Fulani is not is that a tribe? Is it not Mandingo?
But now you're making my point. And that's what they are saying. Mandingo. No, it's not Mandingo. It's not Mandingo.
Two separate tribes.
That's two separate
Fulani that tribe?
They want to make it a tribe.
They want to make it a tribe. Okay.
Thank you for understanding. Mandingo is done. When talking with that team, Mandingo people capture. Mandingo, Uncle Sam will explain this. Mandingo people capture when those say, oh, that yama and there. And
it was not Doe that made Mandingo people. It was not Doe. That's one of the myths that people have been telling, right? It was not Doe.
It did what?
Mandingo people are one of the first tribes in Liberia.
I'm not saying Doe make them Doe.
No, but that's what most people believe.
Fatiga, let's get it straight now.
Can I explain the story?
Uncle Sam, you will. I beg you, hold on 1 minute. And only Uncle Sam will help us with this story. I'm not saying don't make them Mandingo people, but up to the time that announcement was made, people wasn't recognizing Mandingo to be tried for Liberia. Am I right, Uncle Sam?
Well,
they were recognized, but they were discriminated.
That's not true. That's not true. Mandingos were recognized as a tribe, but they were discriminated against. Exactly. It was Samuel Doe who embraced their Liberianness. Yes. Okay, one of his closest friends with Alhaji Kuman. When he made Alhaji Kuman Minister of Information. Okay, and remember the reason why people went against the Mandingo tribes during the war, because they looked upon the Mandingos as allies to Samuel Doe. Remember that? That's why they killed them during the war, because they thought they were allies of Samuel Doe, because Samuel Doe had embraced them fully, okay, and accepted their Liberianness. But prior to Samuel Doe, the Mandingos were looked upon as an appendage, not as a fully integrated part of the Liberian political.
So again, you are coming to our point that because of the Mandingo people now all across Liberia, you cannot discriminate against them. Right? And yes. But for the
people still discriminate. People still discriminate against Mandingo people.
Yeah, but I'm not saying they will not discriminate 100%, but yet indeed you know that Mandingo is a tribe right now. Okay? But what I'm saying of Asifa, the Fulani know. Like you see, I was just Glennie told Fulani and Mandingo were the same.
Mandingo were the city.
They are not. And so many people think that way. They are not. And that's why these people saying, I want to bring in Ambassador Mohammed Ba. Let's hear him. Welcome to the show, Ambassador Mohammed Ba. It's good to have you.
How many Mohammed Ba there? We got to know a different Mohammed Ba.
All of them will carry Mohammed Ba.
Barry and Mohammed Ba Jallo, that are common in like John Smith. Yeah.
Welcome, Mohammed. Welcome.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Chief.
Mapiki, what's up?
Number Uncle Sam, how are you? It's good.
I'm Mohammed.
How are you, Chief?
Yeah, but look, let me introduce Mohammed. I beg you.
Why you want to introduce Mohammed like we don't know him? That's special interest because you're doing consultancy. Because you're doing consultancy with him, introduce him.
Yes, look, Mohammed Ba worked.
Yeah, he agree. But he agree.
Yeah, Mohammed Ba worked. Okay, in a senior position at Fortescue in Australia, Northwest Australia. Okay, he's not just like an ordinary man. Okay, he has some great credentials, and he's a great ambassador for the country. Okay, and I've grown to like and admire him, and I think he will bring a lot of investments to Liberia. He has his own money. He's not here to get money from the system, and I'm sure he will attract a lot of major investors.
All we want to do the talk about Fula team.
We'll bring him
and beat him. We'll bring him later and beat him. Right now, I ain't worried about Mohammed. I know how to get him. And man refuse to get everybody to say he alone ate a cow. So we deal with Mohammed. But Mohammed, welcome to the show. It's good to have you.
Thank you, Stanton.
Yeah. Are you Fula?
100%. Both parents.
So let's try to beat on you a little bit.
Okay.
What's the difference of Fulani and Mandingo?
So I will just put it in this contest. Like, it's just probably use a Basa and Pele.
You got something to play in the back. Can you turn it off, please?
1 minute.
Yeah. You got radio or something playing. Please turn it off. After Valet come to you, till he can get ready. Oh, okay. So talk to us now. Give us the difference, please.
Yeah. So it's two dialects, but we are Muslims, of course. So that's why most people confuse us, but we are not the same.
All right. So are you part of this organization? This organization I'm putting up right now, Fula Progressive Year?
No. I think this organization is in the diaspora.
They are calling on everybody. They say Fula in Liberia and in the diaspora.
They haven't gotten in touch with me.
All right. What's your message? They're having the program August 24 year on Spoon.
Okay.
Are you a citizen for Liberia? Sorry to ask, but we need to ask.
Yes, sir.
So your passport says citizen, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you ever have a problem obtaining your citizenship, your passport, and anything? Talk to us about it.
For me, no, because I've obtained Liberian passport for the longest that I can remember.
You were born in Liberia?
I was born in Liberia.
Have you ever been discriminated?
Yes, sometimes, a lot.
Okay.
Yes, and it hurts, Yeah, it hurts because I was born in Liberia. I did my school in Liberia, then later on left Liberia. So for going to places and once I call my name Ba, and then the people sometimes ask you for documents. Like for instance, let me just say this. I have an uncle that recently traveled to Guinea, and then he left with his Liberian passport through the land border. And when he came back, they asked him for his document. He presented the same passport that he left with, and they had problem. They had to question him. So I don't think it's right when you already have the passport. Like in other countries, if you have a Liberian or any country passport for that matter, they're not going to question the legitimization of the passport, the legitimacy of the passport. You know what I'm trying to say? They're not going to question it once you have the passport. But here, if you have the passport, or for instance, you go to renew the passport and your name is Ba or Jallo, they'll ask you for birth certificate. I don't think it's necessary.
Have they done it to you?
No.
But you know people that have done it to?
Yeah, most recently I helped a boy that wanted to renew his passport. He been trying for almost 2 months or 3 months. He couldn't, and I helped him renew his passport.
Fadiga, talk to Mohammed. Your take, Fadiga.
Well, I've been saying this forever. I experienced the same. My brother, even that was not even doing the Salif administration for almost 3 years, 4 years. He couldn't leave the country. He couldn't get his Liberian passport because even though he had original birth certificate, and they wouldn't accept it. We had to go through all the different.
His name is Fadiga or Hussein?
His name is Abdullah.
Your brother?
My little brother. I have a little brher.
Oh, you got a little brother, Abdullah.
Yeah, I have two little brother and a sister. So he couldn't get his Liberian passport. It was just a whole lot of stuff. I had to come down, but then the late Lemuel Reeves, he was then immigration boss who knew us from Bikeno. And I went to train, getting the train out that the train grew up in Bikeno. And I would get my passport. He got his passport. And he was tempted to change his name, and I got so mad at him. I like, do ever do that? You're me or Fadiga through all your life, and that's how frustrated he was because he couldn't go anywhere. But look, the discrimination part, we get it. Look, I didn't know that people, and a lot of people in Liberia don't know this. It happened to even me and myself talk about it. The former current minister. People do that sometimes out of ignorance. Let me tell you something. Immigration tactic or knowing whether you are Liberian is or your name, your surname. If it is not like the Coli or something. People are like, oh no, you're from something. An immigration officer will stop you, stop the car. But most Liberians do know that most people that do not go through this. But I don't think that is the problem here. The discrimination, I think, is ignorance. I think people need to be more educated or something because a lot of Liberian travel. There will be Liberians with white name and Scottish name, British name, different kind of names, and so names should not just be the way. And Bar says something. It's so annoying that even with those documents, people will still question every time you go for the renewal. I know it happened to my little brother too, but I don't think that was what we're talking about. The problem here was not the discrimination. The problem was here that we're talking about was the travel status. Look, there are a whole lot of stuff that needs to be taken into consideration. Every tribe in Liberia have an origin. They have a country. They are somewhere. Fulani, yes, they have done well for themselves. They are mostly in urban area. I see before even I left for the States, most of the central Morovia, especially the Kiri Street, Gerda Street, most of the places there. I know the Sherman, I was friendly with the late Councilor Rudolph Sherman, the Sherman brothers. They sold most of the property. They have some of the prime land. But it's a whole lot that goes into travel status. You do not just get travel status. That's why I say the best bet for Fulanis in Liberia, who have become our brothers and sisters, is this pathway to citizenship. The Constitution clearly provides pathway to citizenship. People should be able to exhaust that. Sometimes it takes a lot of money. People would, require different things, but follow the pathway to citizenship. So as long as you are from a non-Negro descent, you can become citizen and you can be what Bade is an ambassador now. But I think the idea of pushing travel status is very ludicrous. If you ask my opinion, I don't know. Even if it goes to a referendum, it will not pass. And I want to see the lawmaker that will put it on the floor to even discuss it.
All right, thank you. Let me go back to Bob before we go to Abba. Bob, you heard what Fadiga in his last line? He said, well, citizenship, we can talk. Tribe, no. What say you? Can you unmute? You got to unmute, Bob.
Okay, so I heard Fadiga and I agree with him. Like this citizenship for the Fulani people, we have to get this over with at this point because there are a lot of investments Fulani people want to do in this country, but
let me get it right though. You say you agree with Fadiga? Don't talk about tribe.
Sorry.
You
if
said
we
you
want
heard
for
what
Liberia to
Fadiga said,
progress,
and you agree with
if we
him.
want for Liberia to progress, we've got to stop seeing trap. We got
So
to
you
look
don't,
at
you do
everyone
not
as
want,
one.
you do not want to be added as a Fulani tribe, not yet.
No, definitely we want to be added.
But Fadiga said no, and you say you agree with him.
No. I didn't hear him.
And that's why I want to make clear.
I didn't hear him.
Fadiga said he prefer and he believe the Liberia today can entertain citizenship to Fulani through all the process, but tribe added is no. That's why I'm asking. What say you?
No, I disagree with him.
Okay, talk to us.
Yes. So the Fulani bring a lot to the table in Liberia today. We know in terms of business in Liberia, if you are counting people, definitely the Fulani will be among the first 5 or 3. So in order for the Fulanis to protect their business and their investments in Liberia, they should be granted citizenship and be added to the already existing tribes of Liberia. That's what I think. And I don't think any lawmaker will have objection to that.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. So I said I don't think any lawmaker will have objection to Fulani being one of the tribes of Liberia.
All right, let me bring Abba. Abba, talk to us. A lot of us seem to be okay with the citizenship. I have not taken a position yet. I'm going to ask and speak to more lawmakers on it. But the tribe people are saying no, upfront no. Aziva?
Okay, so this is new. I'm not saying it's not possible. That's why I say I need to get a better understanding of it for somebody to request tribe status. As far as I know, the Mandingos have always been in Liberia. Those 16 tribes that were identified, they have always been there. Some of them were in smaller groups, whether it was the Day, the Kisi, or they were just Bandi. They were in smaller groups of population, but they were considered centuries-old tribes in Liberia. Now, how do we move from the current status, the total economic and social integration of the Fulanis into Liberia to a tribe status where we are recognizing them as a tribe? Like Sam and I said earlier, the Fanti people have been in Liberia for the longest time too. Do we consider them a tribe? So how do you get to be a tribe? And that's, I think, is the challenge. And that's why, we have leaders, we have lawmakers that it will petition and then generally the entire body if it comes to a referendum. Even right now, I got one of my Fulani friends, one young Pekin, very smart, extremely smart. He said he want to participate in the discussion, and he telling me that they have a history of prior to 1847.
Send him the link. Okay. Send him the link. It's an open discussion. Send him the link.
Okay, let me send Channel the link.
Okay, so if you are Mandingo, Fulani, and you want to be part of the conversation, come on. I know the bigger conversation will be here. No, I'm saying if you are Mandingo or Fulani, that's what I said. I know they are not, Fatika. I want to broaden the conversation tonight because I believe that. So before we go to Uncle Sam and Sister Glendy, Mohammed,
yes,
my
sir.
friend, where in Liberia will your tribes be? People are asking. Will you be in Monrovia or Fulani get their own county? Which county are you going to take? Are we not going to do another demographic to give you a piece of land to be your own county?
So it doesn't matter because, for instance,
I mean, yes, somebody talking in the back, bring the person on back.
No, sorry, that my wife.
Somebody just say it doesn't matter.
Sorry, that my wife.
Right. Yeah.
Mommy, I beg you.
I heard answer. She said it doesn't matter.
And here is it. My wife is Mandingo.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me just get that clear. Okay, so
that's what the same woman I spoke to the other day, right?
Yeah, man, Stanton, don't put me in
there.
I
know about
the
chat. My people.
No, I thought, listen. When I call the man let me speak to one Fanta. The man let me speak to one Fanta or Marima. I don't know which one, but go ahead. Talk to me. So let me
Yeah.
see. Talk to us. Like, what do you think? Where in Liberia?
So I will ask you, right? In the great United States of America, what is the county or state for naturalized or citizen holders from Liberia?
Okay, we'll put that question to Uncle Sam. Then from there we'll go to Glennie. Uncle Sam, answer him.
Okay, listen. I think that's a false equivalence. So let me explain why it's a false equivalence. Okay. And I think the people who are asking that question, they're asking the question from also a degree of also historical ignorance also, okay? Because there is no one tribe that has a county in Liberia. Multiple tribes inhabit a county.
So where will you put them?
Okay, so now, let me just be very clear to you, right? So the
I
thing
know
is that
you don't want to have a county, so we got 15. You're going to send them to Nimba?
So wherever you were born, that's the county that you are citizen of, right? And so you're right. Yes. But let me just finish that, guys. Give me an opportunity. Look at Nimba County. It's probably the most diverse. You got people, the Bri people in Nimba. You got the Kran in Bele Wale. You got the Mandingos. You got the Gyo. You got the Pele in Lower Nimba, and then you got the what do you call it? And you said the Gyo and the Mano, right? And if you look at Lofa, the Mandingos have a whole district, Puerto Bondo. You have the Bandis. You have the Kisi. You have the Pele in Eastern. So the thing is, you're right. There is no state for a Liberian American, and there should be no county for a Fulani Liberian. Okay, but the reality is that there are original inhabitants of certain places like Grand Cru, like Grand Bassa, and for example, like Cape Mount. So the Fulas will have a disadvantage in terms of really talking about some sort of a territorial origin. But I don't think they should be worried about territorial origin now, because they're going to complicate their integration into the Liberian society if they're going to be demanding a slice of territory. And I don't think that's what you're doing.
No.
All right, so what we don't have Mohammed yet as a guest, but everybody welcome to the show. If you're out there, you want to join the show, James, please share the link. And after Sis Glennie will come to you, James. Please share the link. We want to hear from you out there, the Fulanese, the Mandingo, and other tribes in Liberia, home and abroad. Make your comment. They will be on Spoon Talk on the 24th of August on Flag Day. I am so concerned because this Fula Progressive Union can turn into a political party. And I don't know what the law to that. I would really want to hear from Uncle Sam on that one after we do another cycle. So let me read this. And it's good to have you, Ambassador Mohammed Bad. You will pay for your time on the show. It's not free. I don't know why you accepted to come on. It will be a very, very high fee for you, Ambassador Bad. But to be frank with you, the people, I'm surprised that you don't know. And that's why I asked you, did they reach out to you? You said no, you don't know. So they are not making a lot of awareness. Maybe that's why they came to Spoon. My phone is going up like crazy. My friends and brothers and sisters, Fula, Mandingo, Liberia, they want to contribute. Please, we are sharing the link. Come in by way of the link, then we'll open the phone line. Fula in Liberia in the diaspora in collaboration with the Fula Progressive Union. Now, who's the chairman or the president? The executive members of Fula Progressive Union, who are they? I told Mohammed you know, but I'm surprised that you don't. National Recognition Awareness, August 24th, 2024, live on Spoon Network and TV. Glennie, let's hear you. You're hearing everybody speaking. Let's hear you before we go back to Fadiga or Mohammed or Good Day. Talk to us. Where are you now? Where are you balancing this thing? You're muted.
I think, like I said originally, I wouldn't have a problem with them becoming citizens. I also wouldn't have a problem with them being allowed to have a tribe. I think the tricky part would be if they were to extend this and wanting a county, that would be a problem because, like Uncle Sam said, they're all, I mean, the Fulanis, the Mandingos, they're all over. When we live in Grand Bassa County, we were connected to a lot of Fula people. There are many Fula people in Grand Bassa County. So I would think that would be the tricky part. That would be like what, like Ava was saying, what are the laws in establishing a group, in establishing a county? Would they meet the criteria for them to become a county? But I think citizenship, because a lot of these people were born and raised in Liberia, I don't think it should be a problem to allow them to have citizenship and to add their tribe to the list of 21 tribes that we already have. I don't think it should be a problem.
16.
I'm gonna bring in Ketema. I want to go back to you, Fadika.
I want to say something quick. I beg you. This is important. It will provide some context, and I think will help everybody. At the formation of Liberia, all right, there were original tribes that were already here. I think that distinction is a historical distinction that should be made. What I would like to get some clarity from my Fula brother Mohammed Ba is how exactly, what would be the form and character? How do you want to exemplify being a Fula tribe? Do you want to enact into law, or how do you want that to be manifested? When you say we want to be a tribe, how do you want that to be manifested?
You are muted, Mohammed. Mohammed, you are muted.
Yes, I think it should be enacted into law.
But our tribes are not enacted into law. There's no tribe enacted into law here. That in our constitution, there are no tribes. There are no tribes in our laws. So we'll be giving you guys like special dispensation by enacting a special thing to make you guys a tribe. And what do you think? You don't think that there'll be a backlash to that?
I think at this point, we have to be enacted into law. You can just wake up out of the blue and say the Fulani people are citizens, or they are part of the 15 or 16 tribes of Liberia. At this point, they have to be enacted into law.
Okay.
But
one person wouldn't just wake up and say, from today henceforth, all the Fulanis are citizens of Liberia. It has to be documented.
All right, James will come to you. Fadiga, come in, and then we'll go to James, please.
Yeah, I don't know. We keep going in circle with this. Look, Stanton, it's a very good conversation we are having, and for me, I look at possibilities. A lot of Fulanis have gone on to become citizens, and rightly so. The Constitution provide for that, and it is happening. Are there still discrimination? Yes. When it comes to gaining tribal status, look, Liberia got independence in 1847. If you look at the history of Liberia, there are original tribes that I'm hearing feedback. There are tribes that are original tribes in Liberia. Even during the migration era, there are other tribes that settled certain portions of Liberia that have been exhausted centuries ago. Liberia is at a point right now where we have a lot of things that we are dealing with. If you put this to a referendum, which is the only way that this can happen, it cannot go through legislation. I'm waiting to see that legislature that will put it on the floor and let it pass. You will not survive in this country. It cannot be done, period, by legislation. If this goes to a referendum, it will be defeated. I don't care how many times it goes through. And another thing I think we keep mixing something up is Fulani and not Mandingo. So whenever we are mentioning there needs to be a distinction. This topic is about Fulani. I know Sis Glennie has some problem understanding it. Fula is just like another tribe, like the Mama said, Bassa crew. They're very different. Even the language says completely far. They don't even have a lot of similarity in vocabulary or anything. It's just two distinct tribal group. But I would say this: it's a good thing that we're having a conversation. If I was advising this team, I would say, you know what, work on the discrimination side, work on the pathway to citizenship side, which is already there, make it better. But the pushing the travel side, it's a very, very delicate slope that you have to be very careful with, because it doesn't just happen that way. I'm yet to see one African country that have just made one group of people travel the country because you feel that person have been there for long. It doesn't happen. And then I know Bob made mention of America, like Okusem said, that is 40 equivalent. America barely have a tribe. Besides the Indian, America, there are people from South, North, something, but they do not have the tribal thing as us. So it's different so once you become citizen of America, yeah, you can be something, or you can be from something, this state, that state, but it's different. Liberia, we have traditions, we have tribes, and the most important thing when it comes to Liberia is the location. Every tribe have claim to some area, some land, some quarter, and even at that, it is still a problem. People still fighting to reconcile those different area. Most Fula people are in urban area, Monserrato, settled in the city part. I don't like to talk about things that are not going to happen. It's not going to happen. At least not in this lifetime. The travel something. Yeah, it's not going to happen. I won't advocate. I don't think it's good for
the thing about constitution.
Good, I will come to you, Abba. Good to talk to us.
Yes, basically not to ask Mohammed question, right? It's just about Liberian integration. If we are discussing Liberian integration, we look at the Mandingos who were around the 15th century. Even before present-day Liberia, the Mandingos were around. They were known for business, and they stay in present-day Liberia doing businesses and took their religion to Africa, even before Christianity. We agreed. And at the end of the day, we cannot say they are not citizens of Liberia. They have been citizens of the land even before the land became the way it is today. And then let's go to the Fulanese. Oh my God. Not all Loman people in Liberia are citizens of Liberia. Not all Mandingos in Liberia are citizens of Liberia. Most of them migrated from Guinea and the neighboring countries to visit family members. They settled there, and today they are living in Liberia. Some naturalized themselves. They are citizens. How the Fulanese went to Liberia? Fulanese are known for business in Africa. They are known for, moving from one country to another. Originally, people say they are from Mali, Guinea, and other countries. They migrated to Liberia, started doing their business. Article 27 and 28 of our Constitution says you can only become a citizen of Liberia when you are a black, that is a Negro descent. The Fulanese are qualified. Those who were born in Liberia, our Constitution says when you are born, when you reach the age of 18, you can decide to become a Liberian citizen or your parents' country. Where your parents from? All those who were born in Liberia, they are citizens. Those who declare to become Liberian citizens, they are citizens of Liberia. For heaven's sake, why should we take people who migrated? I'm not talking about those who were born in Liberia, who grew up in Liberia, but business people who came to Liberia, settled in Liberia, started doing businesses. At the end of the day, they naturalized themselves. Some did not do it. Why
is that an argument, James? James, is that an argument?
No, let me push my argument. I'm coming.
But hold on.
Yeah, so we cannot take a businessman who came to our country, who did not even go through naturalization, but still wants to be a citizen, to have a single tribe. It's like taking a Hausa from Nigeria who will come to Liberia to do business, or the Igbo. At the end of the day, they say we want to become a citizen of this country. So those who were born, they are citizens. They remain citizens of the land. You cannot discriminate against them. Discrimination is everywhere. The Mandingos will discriminate against the Loma. The Lomas will discriminate against the Mandingo. It's a societal problem in Liberia, discrimination. So I think that is just another waste of time that will come out. Yeah, we agree the conversation should come. Everyone should have a space to discuss that issue. But to say, let's make them a trap, I'm sorry, that is not going to work. But they are citizens.
Can you give me one?
Just a second to buttress what Gute says something. I've traveled along the borders, and I will tell you something that I observed during the refugee days or something. Every tribe that Kude said something that not all Loma are Liberians. It is true. If you go on the Liberian side, you will see Loma. You go on the Guinean side, you will see Toma. They got the same with the Gio, the Yakuba, and the Gio on the other side. They got the Mano on the other side, Mano in Liberia. Most of the tribes around the border, they have villages close that they share. It's common with most of the tribe. So it was
the Bandi, all of them.
The Bandi, it's easy to just go across the border and come back and vice versa. It has been that way for
because we have common integration relationship.
Even the culture is different. The Fulani, I don't know about any Fulani to the border, but that's not even the problem, Stento. The problem here is I know this country so much. I've been here all my life. This is the only country I know besides America, and I know what is possible and what is not possible. And I've never seen it happen anywhere else. It's good to have the conversation, but let us have it around something that is possible.
So I'm kind of confused for your position, and we allow the rest of the guys, folks. I'm out of here at 6:30. That would be 10:30 Liberia time. Everybody have agreed to leave from here. 10:30 Liberia time, 6:30 our time, because I would just want to say this though. I'm kind of confused. Are you telling Mohammed today, and Mr. Shannon Diallo, can you please put yourself under some light? You guys are in like darkness coming on the show. If you can sit somewhere that we can see your face, then we'll bring you guys on. Musa, Sherry, and Shannon Diallo, please. If you can sit somewhere where we can recognize your face, your faces will be fine. Mohammed, go ahead.
Yeah, Good Day made some point, but I want for Good Day to also take into consideration that the Fulani that is in Liberia right now is not the first generation, the second generation or the third generation Fulani. Because for me, my parents, both of them are citizens of Liberia.
Okay.
So you have to understand that 90% or 95% of the Fulani that are in Liberia, doing business in Liberia, they didn't migrate to come to Liberia. They was actually born here.
And they are citizens.
Yes. Okay. And most of them, listen, they are citizens. But here's where the problem comes from. If they acquire their citizenship, be it wherever means, if they are even traveling and they present their documents, they get questioned. That is not right. That is where I'm coming from.
All right. So my
even with travel status, you know that will still happen, right? Even with travel status, that won't change.
No.
So we can say
I'm
coming to you because I spoke to Snow on this. I spoke to Senator McGill, Senator Sir Joseph, Amara Conan. I spoke to people, on this issue, and I asked them. But they said these people, they are already citizens. According to the dual citizenship, everything will cover, and they shouldn't be having a problem. So then I reached out to the immigration boss, Steve Zago. He said he have not received a complaint. I was somebody going to renew the passport. Now we have to set it right, Ava, that a Fula man can leave for Guinea or Sierra Leone or Ivory Coast and enter into the country. And so there's certain things you must go through, and not that they're trying to give Mohammed Bad a problem or Fadiga brother a problem, or else if you open the window, everybody will come in and say, well, you say for one is for all. So they are just working on those things, but they believe that Fulani, born in Liberia, everything is met, they are citizens. And the tribe issue that where most people are confused. None of those senators I spoke to talk about tribe. They were talking about the citizenship of Fulani.
And that's the problem with trying to gain tribe status, right? So does that mean any Fula person anywhere else can be a member of this Fula tribe in Liberia and say they Liberian?
No.
Questions about the tribe issue. Okay, I understand that part. But how do you determine that? How do you determine a Fula man who comes from somewhere from a different place, live in Liberia 1 or 2 years, and say, my man, Fula man, I'm supposed to have people. So it's about documentation. 1 second, Mohammed. It's about documentation, right? Mommy, I bet you got a birth certificate. You can show that you were born in Liberia.
Oh, me?
Your parents can probably show that they were born in Liberia.
Honestly, I can't show that.
So how you got passport?
Mr. Tokwa, like I said, I've been having passport from.
Well, how you got your first passport if you can't show birth certificate?
That's what I'm saying. I've been having passport. Maybe I was even 8 months old.
Okay, maybe then you don't know. Maybe your man has taken your birth
No, he said he
certificate.
can show. He said he can show.
I said I can't show.
No, he said he cannot.
Oh,
He cannot. So my point is, anyway.
But you know, but that's a problem though, Ava.
He didn't know your birthday.
How can hold on? Yeah, that's the issue. How can someone the age of Mohammed Ba go to the foreign ministry and say, I want a passport. My name is Mohammed Ba. And they say, what's your birth certificate? And say, I don't have it. That would be our issue.
It should be an issue.
That would be an issue. Am I right, Mohammed? That would be an issue.
But you know the thing about birth certificate. The thing about birth certificate, it doesn't matter of your age. I can wake up today and go to the registry and go get a birth certificate.
That's not my argument.
Okay.
But,
that's a different story.
But what I'm saying, if you want to obtain a passport today at the age of 39, 35, and you walk to the foreign ministry for a passport, if you walk to the Liberia National Police for police clearance, if you go anywhere and they require those documents, and you say, I don't have it, don't you think they would deny you from obtaining a passport?
It's a requirement to obtain a passport.
So how can you, I agree, I'm asking you, how can you now prove that you were born in Liberia and you want a citizen and you want your passport, which would determine your citizenship?
Oh, me?
If you don't have it, yes.
Chief, I'll give you more than 50 passports in line.
Hey man, you're not getting the question though.
No, you're not getting the question. Mohammed, people know you, so you're popular, so it's acceptable. You can even have some people vouch for you. In some cases, for voting, people can vouch for people. What we're seeing is, if people follow the simple rules of documentation, what you need for your passport, you need your birth certificate, you need this injection, you need your yellow fever. You get all those things, you get your passport, right?
It's a requirement. I can go and get it. It's the law.
All right. But there's a process when you go to get it. If you lost it, you go to get it. There is a process to get that too. I had to go through the process when I lost all my documents here in the US to get a new birth certificate from Liberia because I needed it to process certain documents here. So that's standard. Even people in America, my children, I got to show their birth certificate for them to get certain access to certain benefits. So we should not reject or look at the questioning. The problem has been from the day one, the immigration people been eating money from people who are borderline citizens to make them, you know, whether my men will arrest you, or put you in jail, or you Mandingo man, or you Fula man, all those kinds of things. Those are the kind of things we should be focusing on. We should be even moving away from tribes, because I believe tribes divide the country. It's just too divisive at that level. Yes, in our constitution, we don't even have the word tribe. We got the word ethnic and regional. But we need to move to a more integrated society where we are all one. We are one people. The whole travel and just the concept of trying to form a political party and say Fula political party, I think it defeats the purpose of wanting to integrate into a country and be a part of a country. So, you know, that's a whole different discussion. But, I don't want to belabor this point.
Sorry, you said Fula political party again?
That was Stetton said. I didn't say it. That what he said.
No, I didn't say that though. Hey God.
Wait.
Said, let me put this thing up. 1 minute, I beg you. I said this look like they're about to create a political party.
I'm not.
But it's clear here that it's a Fula Progressive Union. That's what it's saying. Fula Progressive Union. But again, I'm surprised that my dear brother Mohammed Ba, he knows nothing about this progressive union, and now he will reach out, or they will reach out to him, you know. But who knows? Let's wrap this thing up. I gotta check on my little brother Nelson and see his status. Let's give you guys a chance to wrap this thing up. I think it was just a fast, easy, quiet show today. Uncle Sam, let's hear you.
Okay, so there are Liberian tribes. Okay, people. I mean, like for example, the Agrebos, they call them Krume in Cote d'Ivoire, right? And then there are Lomas in Guinea. There are Crises in Sierra Leone, right? So I think we should be all very careful in trying to tribalize nationality. Is going to give us a big headache. The only reference that I have seen to tribes is in history, and there are instances, the historical precedents where we say the original tribes of Liberia. It means those tribes that were settled here at the founding of the country or at independence. Okay, we all agree there's migration. Other tribes came afterward. Okay, because if we try to tribalize this, then the Congo people will be feeling like they also need to have an ethnic identity in the country, and that complicates the matter. Okay, so I think we should appeal to our Fula brothers and sisters that citizenship. It should be a basis for integration. But when you start asking for legislation, official recognition of your tribe, there is no official recognition in any law of any of Liberia for any of the original tribes. They're just in the historical record of Liberia. That's all. And there's no official document that you can point to, Mohammed, where it mentions the 16 tribes. It doesn't. So
okay.
for you to insist upon the Fulas having a legal identity in the law, I think is problematic.
Thank you. I want to put this up again for those of you that just joining us. Fula Progressive Year. They are coming on soon, August 24th, 2024. They will be live. We want to say to you, they are coming with their concern. Please recognize us, recognize our tribe, recognize our union, recognize our citizenship. That's a concern, and we hope Liberians home and abroad can follow us and make August 24 a great day as we listen to the Fula group. Now, Mr. Ba, I think that's the chairman or the president. Mr. Ba, and the rest of them, we'll talk more about them later. Not this Ba, not you. That Mr. Ajo something. He will be Alpha Ba. He will be on the call. Welcome to the show, Abdullah. I also want to say now, Abdullah, let me talk about our program tomorrow, one-on-one with the CEO. You also understand that for post-analysis, you have Abdullah Mahmoud and you have Fadika will be joining us. But the show will be Stanton Weatherspoon, the former CEO, Abdullah Kiatamba, and Kev Hassan. We will be speaking to Honorable Emmanuel J. Nukwe, the Senator of Magibi County. We're also going to have, for the very first time in a long time, the acting chairman of CDC, Janga Ko. He will be our guest tomorrow. It will be very, very interesting show. Please don't miss it, folks. Every one of you that watch here now, come back tomorrow. We're going to ask the hard question. We're going to turn the tables. And when you know you turn tables, all the chairs got to be removed or replaced. We want to say, please don't forget, join us tomorrow. Abdullah, welcome to the Spoon Talk.
The Fula begin on mute.
Abdullah, talk to us. Can you hear us?
I'm on mute. Can you hear me?
You good. Talk to us.
Okay, I said you forgot the time. The time is 7:30 p.m. Liberian time.
7:30 Liberian time. That will be 3:30 Eastern time, USA. All right. Whatever you are, please adjust your time and be part of our program. I know Uncle Sam wanted to join us, but we said no to him. You know, we need no argument. So we said no, Uncle Sam cannot join us. But it'll be a very great show tomorrow with the Senator Emmanuel Nukwe and the Alton CDC chairman. Listen, you want to hear Janga Ko tomorrow. It will be interesting. Abdullah, you got anything to add to the conversation today? The Fula people want tribe. The Fula people want to be recognized as citizens.
Well, first of all, thank you guys. I listened to part of it. Mr. Barr, happy to see you.
Thank you, sir.
So I think, look, Liberia is in part. Liberia is a melting pot. The establishment of the state was that Black folks were allowed themselves to self-govern because they were living in slavery, and this was a chance for Liberia for Black people to test governance and see how they govern themselves. So and that is why citizenship is people of African descent. And I think the people of African descent are variations and different colors and different races, you know. But I think right now in Liberia, there are Fulas that are citizens. They're enjoying full rights. You have ministers that are Fula. You have people in power that are Fula. You have advisors that are Fula. Mr. Baye is an advisor to the president. He's Fula. So I think that process of assimilation and integration into the mainstream Liberian culture and to this melting pot has been good. But there will always be challenges around identity crisis, issue of discrimination. But look, at this, I don't know what the argument. When you raise an issue, you're challenging a problem. They need to state the problem they face. What is a specific problem? I'll have a different understanding of what the problem is. But I think they need to say, look, 1, 2, 3 are the major challenges that are affecting the assimilation or the integration of our community. The Fula people are one of the largest indigenous economic bloc in the country. Huge businesses across. Go Carwell. You see mansions, beautiful businesses. Their businesses have grown dramatically. It was first the Lebanese, the Mandingos, now the Lebanese and the Fula. And the Fula, to some extent, are even basically competing with Lebanese in terms of developing a robust private sector and the growth of the economy. So look, the Fula people, whether it's the formal economy or the informal economy, the Fula are major players. They're at the table at many different tables. So I want to know what exactly, and I think there's, like someone said, the Constitution does not recognize tribe by saying, look, that's it, look, we have to go through a legislation to recognize tribe. I think it's just a process where, look, if you look at the voting population, huge number of Fula voters took part in the 2023 elections. Huge number. So the Fula are exercising the most powerful thing that people suffer, bled, and die, which is the right to vote. The right to vote, people pay a price, huge price in terms of blood and treasure. So the Fula are playing a role. But if there's challenges and obstacles to playing greater role, I think it needs to be stated. So I want to make sure that when you raise an issue, you're solving a problem. So what exactly problem you want to solve? The other aspect is about the geopolitics of it, or the geographical or distribution of the Fula. They are traders. They are not settled in one counties. They are merchants from one area to another area. They are not set in particular counties. So I mean, I think everywhere you're Liberian, if you're Liberian, you can enjoy your citizenship everywhere you want to go. And I think it is important. Monserrato, it is clear, has the largest concentration of Fula. And you'll be shocked that in Grand there's huge Fula community, similar with Sino. So they're expanding beyond just one urban area. So generally, I would say we welcome the Fula. I think they're very industrial. They are great people. They're wonderful people. I have a great history with the Fula. My mom had homes. She used to rent places to the Fula. So they created a small community on the old road, where they even became a larger community. And so the Fula are very wonderful people, very industrial, very business-minded. And I think that is part of the melting pot. This is the part of the Liberian experience. Now you can have Mr. Ba, who was Assistant Minister of, I think, Internal Affairs. So we see a huge integration. So I'm proud of my country, Liberia, for accepting raising the Fula and for giving them a chance to feel at home. There always be challenges around immigrations, guys trying to hustle on them, trying to either lay money on them, intimidating them. These are areas that I think we need to look at. But overall,
just please. I'm hearing if it is true. Someone just sent me a message that the Fulani work through this thing, and I still have to investigate. If you know, help me. If not, that's okay. And this goes to everyone. President George Biden, we are, through all his campaign, received over at least $4 million from the Fulani. Promised that this thing was going to go through, and they were going to obtain citizenship, and they were going to push for a recognition of a tribe. Received over $4 million, whether it's the president directly or those that are around the president. You know, anyone here know anything about that information? can we just kill it now if it is false? Ketema, let me start with you.
To be honest with you, I've heard a lot of theories, but I do not have the facts. I've heard a lot of different stories, but I do not have the facts. So I cannot really, it's possible, but I don't have the facts. I don't know whether he received money.
President we are doing this. They contributed a lot to the former president and his team.
Well, they
They contributed a lot to Baka as well.
Okay.
They contributed a lot to Baka as well. In fact, they contributed a lot to a lot of candidates, to be honest with you. But I think the two major parties was Baka.
I beg you, I will come to you after Ketema. I didn't understand what you said, Ketema.
I said they contributed a lot to both CDC and Unity Party. They contributed a lot. One of the guys right here, Mr. Ba was raising a lot of money for Unity Party. I know that. I was bringing a lot of resources for Unity Party because I know that. This guy right here, Ambassador Ba, he did wonderful. He reached to Fula communities and their leaders and raised a lot of money for President Baka. I know of that. So they're a huge number.
If you know that, so the shift from George Weah, and that's the reason I'm asking this. I'm coming to you, Fadiga, then we'll go to Brother Ba. The shift now, that financial shift, that financial strength that it took away from George Weah, and also some of the Fulani, they voted. And that shift also, don't you think that's something to be, folks should be concerned moving forward?
Especially, I agree with you, Stanton. You make a very profound point. Given the closeness of the elections, the Fulani shift was very helpful to President Baka, given how close the elections were. The elections were close. Religious advisor to President Weah was a Fula guy, right? So in that way, he thought he was reaching the Fula community in large measure. The religious advisor, the last religious advisor was a Fula guy. But also the Fula realized that everything was not working as well as they thought. So you have Mr. Ba here and a group of Fula guys that I know were engaging in a massive fundraising.
I'll pause you right there. Fadiga, take it to, I think just I don't want Ketema to go forward. For Fadiga, I'm hearing again, Fadiga, that the people realize for 6 years, George Weah played them. For 6 years, they sponsor him, they work with him. But what was promised to them wasn't delivered. So they had to make that shift. Talk to me, Jose.
Grace peace, Abdullah Kiataba. I do understand you got a very close relationship with the Fula community, and I do understand that relationship. But making talk, we're not going to say everything on air.
Still, you see what the man do?
Let me say this.
So what is the man woman that Fulani?
No, you might never. No,
this guy, I told you about Steno, right?
On a serious note, look, look, George, we have played a lot of people. I know some people will take this negatively, but the Fulani are already enjoying the benefit of that. A lot of librarians are not having. Not only are they entrepreneur and they are doing well, they are stakeholder, they control the economy better than most Liberians. They can vote. Those are basic things that even people that come and naturalize in America, those are things people submit. Except where it's something else, the discrimination part, yes, that can be dealt with. People need to be educated on a lot of things, law enforcement. But honestly, the citizenship part, I agree. So George Weah play a lot of people. George Weah, even this administration, I'm yet to see. I'm not saying it's impossible because in Liberia, most people are moved by money rather than doing anything sensible in this country. But knowing the mindset in the country, knowing the different challenges in this country. If I was advising my Fula brothers and sisters, I would say you are on the right track, but the whole idea of getting a tribal status is pushing it way too far. It's going to explode if you continue that route. It has to go through a referendum. It will never pass a daylight in Liberia. I know that for a fact. The second thing here is what you need, you already have. How do you leverage that aspect of it so that it benefits the community is something that you need to work on. But there's so many things. You got to look at the cultural, the cultural component. There are a lot of things in Liberia that were there before independence and remain after independence. It's like a crewman living for here going to Guinea and say, you know what, give me citizenship because we're on the seashore or something. A lot of Guineans would just laugh. I don't care how much. There are certain things. Look, the difference between the West and Africa, there is something about tribal identity that is very close to the chest of a lot of people in different countries. It means a lot of different things to different people. And people hold it so dearly to the point that they do not even want to entertain the idea of giving anybody else that status. That is a very sacred status that have been reserved for specific individuals. You do not just get it by legislature or referendum. No, the most will be the citizenship, which give you even things as the amenity as the tribe, the right to vote. Those are things that every citizen of Liberia enjoy, and the Fulani enjoys it, and even enjoy it better because they are custodian of our economy. Like Abla said, they come next to the pushing of tribal status is going to be a very, very difficult thing to do. And they can try, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Thank you very much, guys. I think let's wrap this thing up. I'm going to keep Ambassador Bar for last. I say by October, let's hear you. And then we'll wrap the show up. We're going to be leaving you guys early. We got to keep focused and know the word about of our brother Nelson. He's fine, though. Colonel Gregor Coleman, you know what Nelson is. We want to say coming back tomorrow will be a very foreign show for the very first time. The Alton CDC chairman, Jangako, will be our guest. He will be in studio. We will squeeze him. We'll talk to him. We'll make history tomorrow again. Ketema and I will interview him along with Kev Hassan. We'll also have a post-analysis. Mame and Fatiga will be joining us. The takeaway now, what you heard and the press statement from CDC will be addressed tomorrow also by Janga Ko. He's the acting chairman. He will address the orator speech and the walking out of the program by the U.S. delegation. He will address that. We're also going to be speaking to Honorable Emmanuel Nukwe, Senator of Magibi County. Who is Emmanuel Nukwe? What is he willing to tell us? It will be a big show tomorrow. That will be 7:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m. Liberian time, and that will be 3:30 Eastern time p.m. All right, we want to say thank you very much, folks. Let's close the show. We'll take a few calls before we leave you. I want to hear you on this issue about whether we should, the Liberian people, the Senate, the executive, everyone should grant status, tribal status to Fulani or citizenship, of which, of course, they got it. So let's go to you, Ava. Talk to us, and you're closing.
Right. So you see that one of the things I was hopeful that more Liberians had fully listened to Raptor Pele's speech, or at least read the speech. And if you read a speech at this point, just simplify it and look for the word citizenship in our speech and see her commentary on citizenship. She talked about how we have lost our touch with humanity, right? And we have now created citizenship tiers based on ethnicity, class, gender.
And that's why, and I sorry to interrupt you. And that's
she talked about how do we reconceptualize.
That's the main reason why I thought about bringing this conversation to bring this conversation up. So you're right; it's just fall within the right time to talk about this. So you're quite correct, Alvin.
So, but I mean, I don't know if we're going to talk about her because based on the time, in terms of that speech, but she is very significant. She talks about what does it mean to be a citizen in this post-war movement. She talks about reconceptualizing and redefining Liberian citizenship. So does that automatically bring into the discussion the Fulanis and what they are asking now to be considered a tribe? Or do we eliminate the sense of tribalism and say we are all Liberians, we are all citizens? Yes, we still have our regional locations, we still have our actual home base and stuff. So there is just so much rich text and content in what Raptel said yesterday that for us to take the emotional reaction of one consular officer to her statement in terms of what her position is, in terms of what America has given us and what it has taken from us, to be some kind of significant insult that he got to walk out and disrespect our national orator. People are not even looking at it. Was very disrespectful and very undiplomatic for him to do what he did. But for people to be looking at in terms of, America coming walk out on Liberia and stuff like that, that's not how diplomacy happens. That's not how national or international relationships happen. So, I think we need to really take time, dissect the significance of what Raptel spoke about on our, Independence Day, and understand how she defined in defiance. And
yesterday you're not here, yesterday you're not here, Mami. We're not telling you to spoil yesterday.
I was not here yesterday. Not too many people can come with my perspective to the table, brother. So let me.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So the issue of tribe, the issue of citizenship, those are critical issues that we need to discuss on a broader stage and really be open and receptive to what people are thinking, what they have not been thinking. So many people feel dispossessed in Liberia, whether from different tribes or even sometimes the tribe in power. So we got to understand these different nuances and see how we can really have inclusion. We talk about DEI in America, diversity, equity, inclusion. So then we should really look at all these different things. We should look at Fanti people. We should look at all these people who have been long-term residents of Liberia and the roles they have played and how they can continue to play those roles. We can look at the issue of integration. Do we really think the Lebanese people are integrated with us? How many Liberians are married to Lebanese women? How many other people are married to Fulani women? All those things, how many other Liberians are married? So all those things are part of integration and they should be discussed. We should be able to come to the table as intelligent people and discuss these challenges around integration and how we move forward as a country. I think those were some of the key components of what Raptel was trying to bring to the table yesterday, and people just got knee-jerk reactions and got overly sensitive to one little piece or subset of a three-part presentation challenging the Liberian people. So hopefully we'll have another opportunity or on a different space. Continuously we infuse the knowledge and information that Raptel was trying to share with Liberian people so more people can understand it, because a lot of people will still not go back and read the text because it's 11 pages. We know most people don't read beyond the first page. And that content related to America was on page 10. So most people didn't really read it to see it for themselves. They just took it based on what they heard on the air or how it was presented to them as gospel. So we need Liberian people to be able to do our own research sometimes. Let's some of us now that we have heard this about what the Fula people want, let's go back to some of the history books and see the history of the Fulanis in Liberia. Let's see now the current activities in Liberia. And let's see what our own individual position should be with regards to tribe, with regards to citizenship, with regards to the harassment they face. This stuff and Mohammed is talking about when they want to renew their documents, and not something small. All the time, these people are harassed. Every time they want to renew their document, they're starting all over again. So immigration, I know he says you talk to Zago. Zago need to look at his people. They don't need to be harassing Liberian citizens. And so many people know these people. They know they've been here, but they'll still harass them. So we got to get beyond some of those things and really let Liberia be for all Liberians. Whether you naturalize here, your parents came from somewhere, you became a citizen, but let all of us be treated equally. Thank you, Senator.
Thank you very much, Ava. Thank you a lot. Uncle Sam, you want to come in? Before you do, Uncle Sam, we got two of folks in the back. Let me bring them on. We hear them. Oh, well, the other gentleman left. But let me bring in Mr. Joseph Cooper. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you. We'll give you your 1 minute, please.
Okay, Stanton, thank you and the platform very much for allowing me the opportunity. I'm Joseph S. Cooper, like you already said. One time in 1987, one of the instructors in Cannons Bay. Okay, having said that, the issue of statelessness came about when Liberia acceded to the United States.
You can just slide through that. Was I a good student? Can you tell the folks how a good student I was and quiet and very respectful and obedient? Can you praise me a little bit?
Yeah, I praise you a lot. Stand up. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You have elevated yourself academically to the hectism of academic, challenges all around the world. And you're one of our best trained. So I'm so proud of you being a student and coming up to this level. I'm so proud of you. We've been trying to network with you, but however, we talk that another time. Let me just get to the more detail of this issue. All right. Okay. I serve as statelessness focus person for ECOWAS. I've been representing Liberia since 2014. I studied in Italy, Saremo, at the International Humanitarian Institute. All right, and I did the second course on statelessness. And about that time, 10 million persons were believed to be stateless around the world. And Liberia acceded to the 1954 Convention on Stateless Persons around the world, eradicating statelessness. It was launched in 2014 by the United Nations. All right, since 2014, and the target for achieving this goal was 2024. We've not achieved this goal. Now, the issue of the Fula people, I'm just giving you a summary. At another time, you will have time to invite me to your show, which I will give you details relative to the issue of statelessness and where Liberia stands. We've had several validation meetings, and now the document should be before cabinet for approval of the president. But that document are going to cabinet and are not being endorsed by cabinet. That has to do with the eradication of statelessness, and the issue of Fulani will be resolved or will be addressed. Okay, so it's very important. These people being around for, we wrote a document, and I have that document I will share with you. There's a documentary we wrote, and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees have been supporting the Liberian government in making sure that it will be on par with other countries in the sub-region to eradicate statelessness. Okay, so the issue of statelessness and the issue of the Fula people are prone to be stateless. It's a prone statelessness community. They are at risk. All right, if nothing is done, all right, to really legitimize these people that are being around for 50 more years, all right, we'll have a serious problem with that group of people in Liberia. And we feel constitutionally, they will be alienated. So I just want to say that, and to avail myself to the show. Like you said, August 24th, we'll prepare documentation and we share some document with you where ECOWAS have come far and where we are so far in terms of eradicating statelessness, and that also includes the Fula people in Liberia. Thank you.
Are you part of this group, this progressive union group?
I have one question for him as well.
Let me ask.
No, I'm not part of that group. What we've been doing is that we've been elevating the case along working with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. We've been attending their workshops. There's one Mohammed Bar, all right? He has been representing the Fula community, and he registered pretty close to 2,500 Fulas, all right, around Monrovia, not even outside of Monrovia, that we have in our database, and I can share that database with you, with all of the documentation. And like one of the moderators said, the guys have been denied passport, they have been denied whatsoever documentation when it comes to Liberian citizenship. Even during the voter registration process, a lot of them were denied, and they did not take part in elections.
Are you from the Fulani background?
No, I'm not a Fula. We advocate for the eradication of statelessness, and the Fula people are prone to be stateless. They are at risk.
Okay. Again, we will welcome you on the 24th to be part of the conversation. Please don't go. It's safe to be. What the guys do, they close it.
Okay, the mentor won't answer question, but anyway,
I'm not asking him to go. I'm coming to you, Fadika. I'm asking him to please stay because you got a question. So you.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
It makes a panel. They get opinion.
Go ahead, Fadika. Ask your question.
You just mentioned that the Fulani are prone to be stateless. I really don't understand where you got that demographic from. How are Fulani stateless when they do have a country? Fulani don't just come from anywhere and come to Liberia. How are they stateless? What are the criteria?
The legal framework of statelessness. The legal framework of statelessness starts with birth registration and your birth certificate. It must be accepted by a state. All right? And they are all claiming that they are Liberians, and the state is not accepting them. And it is on that basis, from the legal framework perspective, we are saying that they are at risk of being stateless if nothing is done by national government. This is what we are saying. That's why they are prone to being stateless. They are at risk of being stateless, Fadiga.
Because someone doesn't have a birth certificate doesn't make them stateless. Fula came from somewhere. A lot of the Fulanese in Liberia come from Guinea, and they do have birth certificate that they can get from Liberia. They were born in Liberia, or if they came from Guinea, they can present a birth certificate. So I do not know how do you justify the fact that this person is stateless because no birth certificate. So Liberians that do not have birth certificate, that are having difficulty getting birth certificate, are they stateless as well?
This is what we've been advocating for around here. Many Liberians will not go for documentation until they want to travel. There are people at the university level, even up to the time I speak to you, do not have any passport, and it's all right. And those are the cardinal issues, or those are cardinal responsibility, or those are cardinal rights. Those are human rights issues that as a citizen you must have first of all to belong to a state, to belong to a state. And I mean that is the problem we're trying to highlight here. That if nothing is done to elevate our advocacy so that the issue of statelessness can be eradicated, we already in 2024. I mean definitely we run a serious risk of a huge community being proved being at risk of stateless people. Abidjan, Ivory Coast is doing their best in achieving that, but Liberia will stay far behind. And I tell you, between now, there's no quantitative data. There is no quantitative data in Liberia to determine the number of stateless persons. During some of our discussions, this is where we have asked government or the United Nations system.
Does that mean they don't have a country?
You could have a country, but if you do not have all of the required documentation to prove that you belong to that country, definitely you are at risk of being stateless. Definitely.
Let Bude come here. I will keep you. Abdullah, you will come. Then Muhammad will take us home.
I thought I was going to be next, Stanton. You forgot.
After Bude, I'm begging you. Bude, ask your question real quick.
Mr. Cooper, you elevated the discussion to another new level. The question here, that is the discussion here today, has been about tribal issue. The Fulanese agree that they have citizenship, but they need a tribal status, right? That is a geographical location to say, oh yeah, we are part of the tribes of Liberia. But you're talking about stateless. You know, that's a very big discussion you're talking about. That Mohammed is not stateless. Mohammed on the show, he was born in Liberia. He has his birth certificate. How can we say Mohammed is stateless? But Mohammed is discussing his tribal status. A stateless person is a person who has no state. Whether the country accepts you or what, you don't have any state status. And we have many of them around the world. Yes, there are people in Liberia who were born, but yeah, they were born somehow, and at the end of the day, they did not go through the rightful procedures to get their documents and so forth. They become stateless. And these people are not just limited to the Fulanese. They are everywhere in our society. But how can we quantify stateless and tribal status? How can we do that? You are on a good agenda, but at the wrong place, bringing it in the wrong discussion. These people, they agree that they are citizens, but they want tribal status. Now you are saying, no, they are not citizens. They are stateless. They are stateless. Meaning Mohammed here is stateless, and all Fulanese who were born.
I'm sorry, James. Mm-hmm. No, I'm sorry. Mohammed will say that I have my passport, but majority of Fula folks out there saying they want citizenship. So the children should have. Hold on now. The children should have full citizenship. Be free of discrimination. So they are not saying that they are citizens. Those are met with, those are spoke to, they have been discriminated based on this fact. So just to understand ourselves.
Yeah, so CEO, absolutely. Every country has a system, including the United States of America. You cannot just walk from outdoor and say, I was born in Liberia and I should be a citizen. There should be a documentation. You should present evidence. Even me,
No, I'm just trying to just save. I understand, James. I'm trying to, let's just save and go back to what Mr. Cooper is saying, comparing that to what the Fulanese are asking for. Two things they are asking for. I'm not saying somebody will walk in and say, I'm a citizen. Yes, the flyer. They are saying, listen, please recognize us. Okay? Two things. Citizen and recognize our tribe. That's what these people are fighting for. If they believe that they are citizens of Liberia and they are okay with the citizenship, they will not ask you to recognize them. There's no need to bring awareness. Something is happening. Something has been broken. They are not getting the full support of being a citizen. And that's the cry, James. I just want you to bring you up to speed with this. But
So
you can
as
ask a question real quick. Let me
just conclude. As per what I'm saying here, they want to be one of the tribes of Liberia. Simple, good argument. They can go on. If they win the debate, yes, they become one of the tribes of Liberia. But to say they are stateless, I'm sorry. There are people who are stateless, who are Fulanese, who are Loma, who are Madigo, and so forth, who cannot provide documentations that they were born in Liberia. Some migrated to Liberia, born their children, and these children did not go through the right thing. So I don't have question for him. I just wanted us to differentiate a tribal status from a stateless group of people. We cannot put them together because there are citizens who are Fulanese who are talking about becoming, that is Guinea as a tribal status, but they are not preaching for citizen that is stateless agenda. I'm sorry.
Thank you, James. Uncle Sam, you want to go, please?
Look, ethnicity, tribe, nationality, those are very sensitive matters, but they're very important matters in state building, in peace building, and social cohesion. Social cohesion is like the collective interests of the people. Okay, it starts from the family, and then the tribe, and all of that. So those things are very, very important. I think to a larger extent, we have moved away from tribalism in Liberia to a larger extent. But there's still issues of discrimination against new Liberians, like the Fulas. Okay, but I think the Fulas have fully integrated themselves into society. And I know the statistic in terms of a business ownership. If you go to the business registry, there are more Fula businesses than Lebanese businesses. The Lebanese official Lebanese businesses are in the hundreds, and the Fula businesses are in the thousands and thousands. I'd like to speak to one issue that was a lot of misunderstanding about yesterday, about my position on the Raptor Pele oration. Americans are very methodical people. When you announce an orator for the day, Americans they do their research, and they went to the body of work of Dr. Pele, and they see a degree of what they may feel is like anti-Americanism, right? So Catherine Rodriguez, the charge d'affaires, does not by herself have the ability to walk out on the independence of a country. She would never do that. They made the decision that if Raptor Pele says something that they felt was very anti-American, that they walk out. And these are the things that she said.
Sam. Are you making an assumption?
No, wait. No, If we can just be quiet, Uncle Sam will be finished in 30 seconds. I beg you guys, please.
Okay,
go ahead, finish it.
So first of all, the United States government issued a statement through the embassy right after the speech that encapsulated what I'm saying in terms of America's position. That was not Catherine Rodriguez's position. That is the position of the United States government. The United States government walked out. Okay? This is what Dr. Pele said. The first thing she said, the United States has an outsized influence in our transitional justice. That's what she said, number one. Number two, she said that Liberia has done more for the United States than America has done for Liberia. And the third thing she said, that we must find other strategic partners. That's a code word for Russian and Chinese influence in Liberia. And so in the geopolitical thing, American national security interests, with the influence of Wagner in Mali, with the influence of Wagner in Guinea, with the influence of Wagner in Burkina Faso, the Americans are concerned. This Liberia is in the orbit of the United States. The United States has supported Liberia before 1822. They supported the ACS, the abolitionist movement, and millions and billions of dollars. The United States support Liberia to the tune of $163 million in official development assistance, plus American missionaries educate. Most of the Liberians that were educated by American missionaries. Liberians in the diaspora in the United States of America send between $600 to $700 million a year.
Are you telling me?
Yeah, listen to me. Most of the houses that have been built in Liberia, the decent houses and the jobs that have been created by Liberian Americans. So to say that Liberia has done more for the United States, it is not only unsound that she did not present data to prove that. So when Captain Rodriguez walked out, it was the United States government, and their statement said that was a measured response. It was a measured response. That is the official U.S. government position. It's on the website. You can check it out. Now, I have
you are distorting it. That's not what was said.
Let Uncle Sam finish. I beg you. I gotta go to Ketema. I beg you. Yeah, I beg you guys.
I have on many occasions disagreed with U.S. foreign policy. I have on many occasions disagreed with U.S. policy on Liberia, but I have not called for a splitting a relationship with the United States for the Liberia to look for other strategic partners. I have never said that.
Well, that's the government of Liberia speaking for individuals.
Let me ask you, thank you very much, Uncle Sam, so Ketema Life, before I can bring him on. Uncle Sam, thank you. Let me ask you a quick question. Did it walk out on the Orator, or the walk out on the government?
Oh, the walk out on the Orator.
Okay, not on the government. Not on the government.
Of course, not on the government, of course.
Okay.
Not the government.
All right, so we just thought that Ketema was on to finish up. Maybe he will come back. Let me go ahead and come to you, Mr. Cooper, before we wrap things up. Talk to us, Mr. Cooper.
Okay, Senator, like the colleague, what your moderator just said, our advocacy since 2014 with the UN system have been to eradicate statelessness. We are not too much particular about tribe. Our advocacy are not being about tribal on tribal land as to whether the Fulas become part of the tribes in Liberia. No, our advocacy have been in keeping with the 2014 I Belong campaign that was launched by the United Nations system, that all countries, ECOWAS countries, sent other countries around the world, drawing from the Global Action Plan, should move on and create their national action plan in line with the Global Action Plan for the eradication of statelessness. So we are saying in Liberia, there's no quantitative data to tell you how many persons in Liberia are stateless or at the rate of statelessness. And this is the document we've been working on over the years, up to 2024. We just concluded the last validation exercise, and that document is at the cabinet level for it to be endorsed. And once that document is endorsed, definitely the issue of stateless people, which the Fulas are no exception, will be captured in that document, because they have a data of pretty close to initial data of pretty close to 2,500 persons that are at risk of being stateless. And this is what we are trying to this is what we're fighting against, but not on tribal basis. Please, I want to get that clear.
Thank you very much. I see that Abdullah coming on. Whether we're going to have Mr. Ba also to close. Let's bring in Abdullah, let him close for the day. Folks, again, welcome Abdullah. Do your closing, sir.
Oh, me?
Yes, do your closing, Abdullah.
Me? Well,
go ahead.
Let's look at this way on the Fula issue. I think that we have this concept of hyphenated citizenship: Black American, Latino American, Fula Liberians. You know, but I think, look, three things. One is, let's be honest, not all Fulas are Liberian. That's a fact. Some Fulas came from Guinea. In fact, in Liberia, there's two geographical origin of Fula in Liberia now: Malian Fula and Guinean Fula, and a small segment of Sierra Leonean Fula. But then the Malian Fula even increasing in number, large number, and the Guinean Fula. So now all Fulas are Liberians. So those who are already here, who were born here, some of them have maintained their citizenship. They have pledged allegiance to the state. And those who come will have to go through that process, will have to stand online and go through the legal and be citizens. So now all Fula automatically are citizens. That's the reality. Fulas who come from Guinea, and there's a porous border, it's a huge migration, but there are Fulas that are being as long as we've known ourselves, 40, 50 years, somebody in the 20s, somebody in the 90s. So there's a huge migration in Liberia, but not all Fulas are citizens. Those who are already here enjoy several benefits. There's a guy who's a Fula who ran as senator of Mosuaru County in the elections. So Fula actually running the race. They're enjoying certain kind of privileges. The other aspect is that, and I think that there's a citizenship law passed, and I think Emmanuel Wetty and other guys are working on this, and people from locally, and we can let them give us an angle that connects with the whole Fula aspiration for citizenship. The last one I'll say, I hope Mr. Bauer hears that. Look, there is, like in America, there's a progress of our democracy, of our open and inclusive space, where Liberia is more inclusive, more prosperous, and more just for different people. This is a haven for people, Black people, globally. Most of those who migrated back to Liberia, somebody came from the West Indies, somebody came from different countries, some of them came from slave plantations. So we are open, but at the same time, there are processes in place before we confuse, because it carried a lot of implications. Being a citizen of Liberia, it required a lot more process. But I think it's a collective interest of a group to address some of the challenges they face, especially the speed of recognition of birth certificate. But it has to be clear. People have to go through a legal process that exists. Not all Fulas are Liberians. Some Fulas are Liberian, but not all Fulas are Liberian. They got Guinean Fula, they got Malian Fula, they got Ivorian Fula, they got Sierra Leonean Fula. So, but it is Fula a very industrial and important part of our melting pot, and they have been contributing. Good people, they are great people. And one of the recommendations I would tell the Fula, hello, one of the easier way to integrate, I mean, make sure your ladies are talking to the fatty guys and other people, create intermarriages, you know. I'm just kidding. But that's my position. On the issue of the US issue, look, we cannot relitigate it. The speech by Raptel was courageous, was inspiring, and is a proud moment for all of us. And I think the US has the right to walk out of the meeting. That is their right. But I think she made a powerful point. We need to re-examine our relationship. She is not saying we should go to the Russian and should go to anything. It's kind of extremist framing and interpretation does not address what she said. And she said a lot more about citizenship. And this is important. She's talking about discrimination. She's talking about how do we accept each other. And these are fundamental issues. That's issue of tribal discrimination. So there's a lot more she said. Her speech with ideas and solutions and examination of our way of life, of our political culture, of our social culture, of our ethnic diversity. So it should not be pigeonholed and lumped into an ethnic. And she did a powerful speech. You may not like her speech, but it is wrong to misinterpret her and stigmatize her as an extremist and a communist loving person. I think that is outside the realm of decent debate. Let's debate the merit and demerit of our argument, but do not reduce her to a target of an incendiary rhetoric and caustic languages. That is my position.
We want to say thank you very much,
Very
Ketema.
strong position. Very strong
Sam
position.
Jackson, Hussein Eugene Fadika, Asif Atoba. Mr. Joseph, you're always welcome. We hope to have you on August 24th when the Fulani present the case to the Liberian people. We want to say it was a beautiful show. We must leave it tonight because, again, I'm going to get ready for Janga Cole, the acting CDC chairman, and Emmanuel Nukwe.
Can I ask one question, please? I beg you.
I would never say no to a 72-year-old man.
Well, you said it I've been told, then I got to address it.
No, but I'm not getting you address it because I want to ask a question. You can address it.
No, guys, we got to go, bro. Yeah.
So then, in a bipolar world, when you say we must establish new strategic relationships, what does that mean? Explain that. What do you think, Raptel?
No, we were explaining it. We were explaining it.
I can explain it. I can explain it.
Uncle Sam, we have to go on Monday. We're explaining it. We want to say thank you. Monday, we're thinking about it. I want to say to all Liberians, Mr. Joseph Cooper, it's good having you, sir. Again, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Which school you think, which school were you teaching at, sir?
Yeah, like I said, I'm very proud of you. Thank you so much.
You said which school?
The Press Center School in Ghanasville.
Press Center, yes. Thank you very much.
1987, 1988, I taught you science.
Wow, thank you very much. I know my... Yeah, I passed. Yeah.
He was a smart guy. He was a smart student. Let me be frank. He was a smart student. No, I'm not lying to you. I'm being very frank with you.
They said a man was dog. They said a man was dog.
No. I take serious exception to that. If you say Opa Weatherspoon was high-headed, that guy was very high-headed, but he was very smart.
Look at the man forehead. Look at the man forehead.
It's good having you.
Yeah. Now, man, please pay some of my gratuity. You must pay some, yeah, please.
I know, right?
Okay, take care. Thank you.
So what the result, Nelson? What the result with Nelson?
Can you call Nelson? I'm trying to check over here. I'm not getting him.
Okay, so if he needs a hotel room, Loyalty Hotel.
I'm gonna drop it in the. I'm gonna drop it in the chat room.
You can call me. I will call my cousin Nash, and you can spend the night.
But I think that's an issue though. The Liberian National Police took Nelson there. They said Nelson fine, but you guys were able to send $361. We send that money to Nelson. But same way we will, whatever his situation may be. Diamond is on top of it, and Good Day is also working along. And Nelson is fine. We say thank you for contributing. We send the money to him. It will help him if you have to rebook, if you have to do another thing for TK, or keep it on himself. That would be a beautiful thing. Thanks a lot. And Nelson deserves it all. Ava will wish you well. Again, we hope that you bounce back. Thank you a lot.
I will try my best. Thank you.
See you. I didn't want Uncle Sam to go. I wanted to play something, but
play. Let's hear it. Play. Let's hear it.
This all of what you people said last night. This was my takeaway from the show.
Somewhere in the 2020, let me see the date. 2022. Sam Jackson referred to the U.S. investment in energy in Liberia as the dumbest project in the world. America remains. America.
Get to my place, mute.
2020 March.
You see, that was a liar. That was a liar. You're complete liar.
Uncle Sam, he got to speak. Uncle Sam, the same way I muted Dr. Richards.
I don't know what America business now.
No. Mommy have to speak the way you want to speak. Uncle Sam, I will mute you, sir. I will.
I have to correct him.
Uncle Sam, no, you will not interrupt him. Everybody gets the way. Everybody have to. Let's try to show some respect, please, guys. Mommy, please tell me what you are looking at and continue. So what you looking out for?
Your cash. Send me your cash. Send me your RIA number, your real number. Let me say you cold water. Hey, you see that? You see Sam interrupting the bell like that?
I can say a man like him. This one is a liar.
Look, I'm sorry he left the show. Seriously, Diamond Ray. He left the show prematurely. He totally misquoted Raptor. She never said I brought
You missed the show yesterday, man. We're not going by that. Leave my papa alone. My papa has 71 years old. You missed the show yesterday, man.
No, but the show was strong yesterday. I saw the lineup yesterday. The show was strong.
Go get rehab, my man. The rehab woman calling you. Go get your rehab.
I know. She pinching my back right here. Let me go here.
We want to say thank you, folks. And again, Diamond, I'm going to send you the 300 and change. Make sure that Nelson is okay. And I think he is, because he with the IG. It's a good program. Thanks to every one of you. And have a good night.
Pleasant night, folks. James.
Yeah. What's up?
Good night to you.
I'll see you tomorrow, man.
All right.
Somewhere in the 2020, let me see the date. 2022. Sam Jackson referred to the U.S. investment in energy in Liberia as the dumbest project in the world. America remains. America.
Get to my place, mute.
2020 March.
You see, that was a liar. That was a liar. You're complete
Okay,
liar.
Uncle Sam, he got to speak. Uncle Sam.